Hey, I see my beautiful people already in the chat, man. What it is, man. Stand on the media, man. We in the building, man. Looking, man. Woo, it's a beautiful day. Glorious day. Glorious. Glorious. Yeah. Who in the chat? Let me see who all in this mother. Keeping my monetization today, bro. Yeah, man. Long weekend, but it was a good one. I got a lot of rest. Hit that like button like you like something. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Kid the Barber in the building. You better put some respect on that boy name, man. D Twins in the building. Put some respect on that name, man. Hey, good afternoon, fam. What does Camera 100 got in common? They eat the cheese. You can tell me, bro, because I don't know. I don't got the answer. But salute to my guy, though, always, man. Show me love in the chat on Instagram. Everybody that hit me up on Instagram, they be showing me love and, man, sending me stuff, man. I appreciate y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart, man. Let's stand on the media, man. We coming, man. Yeah. What up, man? He said it's his first time catching my live from the beginning, goddammit. That means he was anticipating. Notification was on. Run that CS2 back. There you go. Hey. And to them haters that be in the comment section talking about they hate how my intro start because my intro ain't all intricate. You know what you can go do. Hey. I do what I want to do. You see, I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. You know that's what I want to do. I'm jumping, hopping, up and in my car. Hey, I'm riding, popping with the chopper on my hey. Yeah, salute to Discretion TV, man. We're gonna run the CS2 back. Hey, we're gonna freestyle. Y'all ready? Let's get it. And we ain't playing out here, man. Best YouTube channel in the business. Hey. I know what they want, hey, I know what they need. Give me that blunt, give me that, just give me that weed. Watch me proceed when I jump inside and hit that greed. Now I'm in that club with your bitch and my face it got that glee. I'm just moving on mommy, she looking ooh-wee. I'm about to put this thing up in the toilet like I'm Sicily. Italy got me feeling good when I'm mopping my pistol, my handy seems the weight I'm rocking, now they jocking high. Hey, see this how they rockin' me and Kid, me and Louie did D Twins in the Benz with my friends, spinning ends, getting in. Or should we run that CS2 back? Nah, we gonna kill it. Good morning, bro. Welcome to Stand on the Media, man. We in the building. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's pay it forward Monday. Let's get it started off the bat. Salute to Off the Back, man. Speaking of Off the Back, 4 Extras is free. Salute to his freedom. I hope he stays free. I hope he go get that money from Aaron the plumber. I heard it's a big bag, by the way. I think you should go get that bag, bro. Definitely go get that bag and then don't look back. Stay away from informants and women who want to take you down secretly. You gotta watch them, bro. You gotta watch them. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that in my life to date, so I am blessed and highly favored. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what my guy just said, man. Nigga with the morning jokes. Oh shit! I clicked on it. Them fools forgot all that capping they was doing and digging through. Doing and digging through it right now. Oh yeah, facts. I don't even be paying attention to Son Campbell that much, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I every now and then he'll have a title that's interesting, and then when I listen to it, I'm seeing like the first 2 minutes, I'm out because it's you know what I mean. This you doing it for the glitz and the glamour, man. What happened to journalistic integrity? What happened to just being an honest journalist? What happened to running really good content, man? Pure content. Salute to Discretion TV, by the way, man. Valentino, man, he be cooking over there. He went live yesterday for like 4 hours, maybe even longer. Sometimes 80. Be killing it. Discretion TV, man, go check out Discretion TV if you haven't already. I really like Valentino, man. He on his John. I do agree with what he said too. If you haven't talked to Suge and you're a Tupac supporter, Suge supporter, Death Row supporter, make it your point to go to try to get a conversation in with him, man, so you can hear his side. And what's crazy about that is we've heard his side up until he came out and spoke. We've heard his side, but not from him directly. We've heard his side from everyone else. There's a lot of question about about him telling, like, you know what I mean? Not just from not just from where we frequent on YouTube. I mean across all social media platforms. I'll be in the comment section looking and peeping and seeing what people are saying. And a lot of people are because the whole dynamic of people keeping it solid has changed throughout the years, right? Like snitching has came more fashionable, more normal. It turned into more of the norm. I think Tekashi 6ix9ine, with the help of CS2 back, really helped to propel that as something that is just normal. Steffi Weffy, good morning, beautiful queen. Thank you for pulling up. But I think they have made that into the norm. You know what I mean? So I see in the chat when I'm looking in these other, when the discussions is coming up and these people are talking about it, I'm seeing a whole lot of people that are like, did he tell? Yeah, but hell, everybody's telling, right? At the end of the day, he's at a certain age where he may not have that much time left. Everybody's been telling his story. He thought he was getting out, but he was sabotaged every step of the way. So this is him doing what he got to do for him, because everybody else has been pillaging from him, taken from him, instructed to, to just sabotage him at every step and every whim of the way, to the point where his own attorney that he trusted may have had something to do with the assassination of Tupac Shakur and now Biggie Smalls, man. That's deep. And oof, I don't know why my mic is doing that. My mic is not micing. I'm recording right now. I don't know if y'all can hear it, by the way, on Clubhouse. Wack 100, R&B, and a lady named Flossie. They've been going at it this morning. But I think I don't know if they were. She mad. Okay, so anyway, I'm recording that. We're gonna play that too. I want y'all to hear that. I don't know. I might put that out as a video, or I might just do it on the slide. Just depends on where I'm at the time. But I'm recording it right now, and it sounds real good. It sounded real juicy. I might do something separate. You know what I mean with that. But anyway, so like Suge is really up against it, right? And then I started thinking about this too, y'all. You know what I didn't think about? If y'all can hear that sound, I don't know why my mic is. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why my mic is doing that. But anyway, we're gonna keep it right there. I didn't think about this though, right? Now there's speculation that Suge may have an AIDS or something like that. I don't know how true that is. I'm not gonna say that is a fact or not. That's just being what is alleged. Suge said it's not true, right? He that's why he never even acknowledged it. But you know what I was thinking? I said, damn, Suge is up there in age, and people like him that's a prominent figure, it's like, damn, you expect them people to live forever. You know what I mean? What if Suge is really dealing with, of course, he felt like this is his last ditch effort to get out. Yeah, I know he can file other appeals and all that, but I think in his head he feels like that's gonna fall on deaf ears at the end of the day. So what if he really got some medical shit going on though? Maybe not AIDS, right? Maybe not AIDS. Something else. And he ain't, of course, he's not gonna tell nobody except his immediate family. You know, and maybe he felt like this is the time I need to get this out there because ain't nobody gonna tell it better than Suge Knight. Either way, at the end of the day, I look at it like this, and I'm not qualified to speak from it or speak on it from a gang perspective because I'm not that. You know, just a person that has, you know, in his family been around it, associated with it, the whole shit. You know what I mean? Um, I just think at the end of the day, Suge is doing what's best for Suge. I don't have to agree with it because I don't think that that's just gang culture. The not telling shit. That's just that's men and women culture. It's the person that you are. It's who you are. You know what I mean? But I do respect Suge's whatever this is that Suge is doing. I reserve, of course, because we gotta wait and see how this is all gonna play out. But this is at the end of the day Suge's life. You know what I mean? This is Suge's moment to do what Suge needs to do. Protect Suge at all costs, of course. Because we can all agree he didn't deserve to get what he got done to him, even though we may not know what his relationships may be with some of these other people. You know what I mean? But some things are just right and wrong. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And we all know that CS Tupac has no integrity whatsoever across the board. He will use those police against his enemy. He will use him against them. Because he is them people. Yo, Jonas, salute. Deuce them in the building, man. What up, my guy? Who else pulled up in the building? I think that's it. But anyway, man, I had to kill that time. Y'all already know. Got to kill that time for YouTube. Intensive purposes. Intensive purposes. But what up, man? It's now or never. It's now or never for Sugar. Sugar Shang. But salute to Suge, though. Salute to Suge, man. You got an uphill battle in front of you, man. It's not just entertainment. For some, it is. I don't think it's just that for the people in the circles that I rock with. You know what I mean? Because two monumental people were taken away from us because of, like I always say, because of greed, because of hate, gluttony, envy. Two phenomenal people, not just Pac, Big too. Two phenomenal people. A lot of people hurt. A lot of history could have been created for our culture, and I think that's what the bottom line energy from the government was about. Had to get someone like him out. Last time they seen something like that was MJ. Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Yeah, we gotta find a way. And this guy, he really is voiceful about what's going on. Yeah, he's very voiceful with what's going on, and he's assembling a team of people who are equally aware of what's going on. We gotta dismantle that, and they did, and it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, man. So this ain't just entertainment or content for a lot of us. This is personal because we lived it. You know, we were fans, supporters. Their music got us through tough times around those times, good times and bad. And it just was taken away, and it's just unfortunate. But anyway, I see that my guy Discretion TV, Valentino, salute again. Dropped the video, boy. He keeping his foot on that neck. Oh, is it? This ain't it. This ain't the one. Hold on. Not this one. Not this one. No, not this one. No, not this one. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. All right, let me why won't let me Hold on. It won't let me transfer. Okay, so Clubhouse over. Clubhouse over. All right, hold on. I got that content, y'all, so we gonna do something with that. Cause y'all see it on the screen already, so we good to go. So anyway, I'll get that audio up and going, and I'll probably just put that out. All right. What the hell is this bar thing right here? I'm trying to Well, anyway, this right here is old audio that Valentino says that he had, man. It was tucked in, it was tucked away. And this is Reggie Wright talking about Biggie. And I did see that Reggie put out some audio this morning with Mob James. I do remember Suge Knight said it. He told Reggie Wright, quote unquote, you will never be the cop that Mob James was. You will never be the type of cop that James was. He told that nigga, you will never be the type of cop that Mob James was. Never. That was crazy. But anyway, so this is Reggie Wright Jr. audio disrespecting Biggie Smalls. It resurfaced. Let's check it out, see what it's about. Y'all don't see my Cash App up there, huh? Damn it. Let me figure it out on the back end. What's her name? That's wild. Why I don't see it? Hold on. There it go. Y'all don't hear no. Y'all can't hear it? Y'all can hear me though, but y'all can't hear it? 21 salute. Y'all can't hear it? See, this is why I gotta get away. I like OBS because I'm used to it now. But I swear, bro. I know why. But it be defaulting like a motherfucker, bro. Like I don't know why. Like it just defaults sometimes, and then sometimes it'll leave everything the way it is. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But I think I got it fixed. Tell me when I hear play. Do y'all hear sounds? I know. I think I know that's what it was. I'm gonna go back again.
SB the Ghost. LOX keep shining and grinding, brother.
Wright Jr., the head of security for Right Way Security and Death Row, organized the personnel to plan the hit, and I believe police officers were a big part of the hit.
Discretion TV, the best there is, the best there was, the best it's gonna be. Very rare audio from my archives. I forgot. I got a bunch of Reggie Jr. archives. This is
Good morning, Selena.
Of him disrespecting Biggie and disrespecting Miss Wallace. Let's hear this out.
Yeah, whatever about Biggie. Whatever happened to Biggie, happened to Biggie.
Yep. Disrespectful.
Yep. Sorry, Biggie. Sorry, Miss Evans. What's her name? Miss Wallace.
Reggie Jr., why would you say this about Biggie if you had nothing to do with it? If you had nothing to do with March 9th, like Keefe D said. Why are you disrespecting this man like this? Let's run this back.
Yeah, whatever about Biggie. Whatever happened to Biggie, happened to Biggie. Yep. Yep. Sorry, Biggie. Sorry, Miss Evans. What's her name? Miss Wallace. Shouldn't what Top Dog say?
Fuck that boy, nigga. This is Zephyr coming back to.
What Top Dog say?
I don't think so.
Shout out to Valentino.
I shouldn't.
Again, salute to Discretion TV. To Valentino. Salute to Discretion TV. Valentino. I'll put a link to the channel in the description of the video. Go check him out, man. Do great work over there. Let's go.
You shouldn't have went back to Cali. You shouldn't have. I don't think so.
They're going back to Cali and then just had the gunshot.
Damn it. Twist by Meeks. I'm sorry. I just seen you, Queen. Good morning. Appreciate you. Who else pulled up? I may not have said nothing to. I seen Selena. Good morning. Deuce already said what up. Jonas already spoke to. All right, we good.
Shots and they said, I don't think so.
21 salute. Thank you for your tap in and get the likes up for me. Very rare
Please
audio.
hit that like button like you like
Reggie Jr. because it seems like they deleted it off the internet. But I got a bunch of archives. And I'm going to go through my archives. Since we want to play old audio and copy and paste, this is Discretion TV. This is our #1 pod channel. Let's play this back again.
Yeah, whatever about Biggie. Whatever happened to Biggie, happened to Biggie. Yep. Sorry, Biggie. Sorry, Miss Evans. What's her name? Miss Wallace. Fuck that. Shouldn't have. What Top Dog say?
Fuck that boy, nigga. This is Zephyr coming back to.
We can't do that.
At the time of the shooting, as well as witness information saying Shakur was stable before his passing. And lastly, Davis's attorneys claim new information in the case alleges another party, Reggie Wright Jr. and his security, may have orchestrated the shooting.
So, Reggie Wright said that police came to his house to investigate the Tupac shooting and your involvement in it.
That's what I don't understand. Why do they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit? You know what I'm saying? Why do they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit, man? Just like I said, when he said, bet you need keep you getting locked up for Tupac murder? And I said he needs to be right in handcuffs with me for Biggie murder, because I know he had his hands in that shit. That's what was my get back to him.
You know, whereas you talk to other people like yourself and Mob James in our last interview said that if you were a betting man, he would say that Poochie was the one that killed. Yeah. It was the one that killed Biggie.
Correct.
And you know, and he went on to say certain people in that crew were known for certain things. Poochie was known to be a shooter. Did you know Poochie though?
Oh, I know. I arrested Poochie before.
You've arrested
with a assault weapon and a large quantity of cocaine.
Okay.
He used the name something Bolton, his alias name. That's the only reason I feel he probably got out. But I had arrested him before.
Okay.
About a year or two before that. That incident. Well, no, that's not true. A year or two before I started working at Death Row.
Okay.
Which is like 95, 96.
Was Poochie under investigation for murders at all?
None that I know of, but he was suspected and he was known to be a shooter because he was close associates with a guy named Little Knock and George Williams, George G, who were around.
Mm-hmm.
And those three I wouldn't have turned my back on because they were the type of guys. But they weren't the types that y'all see in pictures that often or being around with Suge. They would just come around periodically. And so that's why James was saying the difference of the type of guys. You had some guys that was there every day, like Buntree, Big Jake until he died. Who else used to travel with us a lot? Juju at his time. You had people like that. Then you had guys that came around recently. Then you had people like James, who came around for special events when it was large parties and you need numbers. And so that's what James mean by everybody had a role.
Well, we had posted a deep dive about this, about the particular case, about Amir Muhammad, Psycho Mike, and Russell Poole, who's sort of in charge of the investigation.
Oh, man, I love that, because it make Russell Poole look like the detective he was.
Did you know Russell Poole?
Never met him.
Never met him. But Russell Poole was sort of the main force behind the Biggie conspiracy shooting and so forth. And Russell Poole felt it was Amir Muhammad.
Well, David Mack, really. But Amir Muhammad for David Mack because of the crooked Rampart cops.
Right,
is
exactly.
What I believe. Yes.
Exactly. And once we did we put out the deep dive and, Dorsey really went through everything, he kind of showed that the people that were pointing the finger at Amir Muhammad were basically crazy people in prison.
Exactly.
People with documented serious mental conditions.
That were lying. That had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right, exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Get him talent.
Which was
talent.
Who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Talent.
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with Mal and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind of Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found an Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black, some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I was involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that?
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot. Michelet's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Michelet's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a, company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car. When it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so, luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the Suge cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Michelet's mother's house, or grandmother's house, and Death Row offices. And you can see on the news, on the camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location, the car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there. because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it in custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's
They found
no
nothing.
residue or whatever
Nothing.
else. So chances are that Impala was not the
Had
same
nothing
Impala.
to do with it.
Okay.
And that Suge wouldn't have gave me permission to release it because, anything I did, I got permission. So my point is, if he thought that Impala was involved or he allowed somebody to use it, he would have told me, no, don't, get rid of that car.
Well, if you hire someone to kill one of the most popular people on the planet,
going to use them. Your car.
You won't go and take that car and then park it in your body shop. Like, that just seems insane.
Yeah, and that part too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that's not where I had hit.
What's so crazy about all this, right? Because I know a lot of us was saying this because I know a lot of us heard this interview a while back, and I know a lot of us was thinking the same thing. Why is this officer on Vlad's channel talking so candidly about an open murder, an open situation that he may or his boss may or may not been involved in? So comfortable sitting at the Vlad's studio. Why? Interesting.
His car is that. I had it at a spot in Arleta.
Yeah.
A storage there.
Good morning, Lenny.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy story.
Mike B. Salute to my guy, Mike B. Salute, my guy. Who else I seen here? Big Sherm, what it is, my guy. Late but never, but never, ever. Super Dub Nation, man. What up? What up? Ain't seen you in a while. Better late than never. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's go.
We'll never know because Poochie ultimately got killed.
Yes.
A few years later, I think.
Probably in 2099 or 2000.
Russell Poole has always argued that dirty cops did it.
Had it been just your ordinary drive-by shooting by some unexperienced gangbangers, we would have solved it a long time ago. No question about it. But you got to think to yourself, well, who could do this and get away with it? You got to get into their minds. Cops.
Yeah, we need an ambulance on Fairfax and Wilshire. Please, Los Angeles. We have a man shot. We have a man shot. Okay, hold on. I get that. What's going on? Wilshire and Fairfax. We're man shot in our car right now. We're in the car right now. We're going to the hospital right now. I don't know. I'm not from here. I'm from New York. Listen, is the fire that was shot in your car? No. Okay, you said you're going to the hospital right in front of me. What hospital are you?
Las Vegas at the time of the shooting, as well as witness information saying Shakur was stable before his passing. And lastly, Davis's attorneys claim new information in the case alleges another party, Reggie Wright Jr. and his security, may have orchestrated the shooting.
So, Reggie Wright said that police came to his house to investigate the Tupac shooting and your involvement in it.
That's what I don't understand. Why do they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit? You know what I'm saying? Why they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit, man? Just like I said, when he said, bet you keep you getting locked up for Tupac murder? And I said, he need to be right in handcuffs with me for Biggie murder, because I know he had his hands in that shit. That's what was my get back to him.
Whereas you talk to other people like yourself and Mob James, in our last interview said that if you were a betting man, he would say that Poochie was the one that killed. Yeah. It was the one that killed Biggie.
Correct.
And he went on to say certain people in that crew were known for certain things. Poochie was known to be a shooter. Did you know Poochie though?
Oh, I know. I arrested Poochie before.
You've arrested
with a assault weapon and a large quantity of cocaine.
Okay.
He used the name something Bolton, his alias name. That's the only reason I feel he probably got out. But I had arrested him before.
Okay.
About a year or two before that. That incident. Well, no, that's not true. A year or two before I started working at Death Row.
Okay.
Which is like 95, 96.
Was Poochie under investigation for murders at all?
None that I know of. But he was suspected and he was known to be a shooter because he was close associate associates with a guy named Lil Knob and George Williams, George G, who were around. And those three, I wouldn't have turned my back on. Because they were the type of guys. But they weren't the types that y'all see in pictures that often or being around with Suge. They would just come around periodically. So that's why James was saying the difference of the type of guys. You had some guys that was there every day, like Bun Tree, Big J.
Boy, didn't he sound like he was a nigga that was right next to Suge and it was like second in command, like he was that guy. Like he was that guy. Suge ain't saying that though. But if you let Reggie tell it, Reggie was that guy. He know everything. He even knows stuff that he know about stuff that he wasn't even there for. Amazing.
Jake until he died. Who else used to travel with us a lot? Juju at his time. You had people like that. Then you had guys that came around recently. Then you had people like James, who came around for special events when it was large parties and you need numbers. And so that's what James mean by everybody had a role.
Well, we had posted a deep dive about this, about the particular case, about Amir Muhammad, Psycho Mike, and Russell Poole, who's sort of in charge of the investigation.
Oh, man, I love that, because it make Russell Poole look like the detective he was.
Did you know Russell Poole?
Never met him.
Never met him. But Russell Poole was sort of the main force behind the Biggie conspiracy shooting and so forth. And Russell Poole felt it was Amir Muhammad.
Well, David Mack, really. But Amir Muhammad for David Mack because of the crooked Rampart cops.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And once we did we put out the deep dive and, Dorsey really went through everything, he kind of showed that the people that were pointing the finger at Amir Muhammad were basically crazy people in prison.
Exactly.
People with documented serious mental conditions.
That were lying. That had been in custody and was trying to get out of jail.
Right.
Do anything they could to either get some perks or to get out of prison early.
Right, exactly. I mean, going through this, I could see the holes in this theory.
Oh, that's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right.
Which was?
But who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he thought it was who?
I don't know. You know.
Poochie?
Poochie.
Yeah.
No.
No? Suge.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
But building up to that, you know how we used to get in trouble with Mal and the teacher said, show your work?
Yeah.
He didn't show his work right.
Right. Well, we had put up another deep dive episode where we talked about the Impala, right? Because there was, essentially the witnesses were all saying that Impala was the one that shot up Biggie's car.
They raided my house behind the Impala.
Right.
Yeah.
And they found an Impala in Keefe's, backyard.
Correct.
They realized it was non-related. The color that people were saying was slightly different. People were saying black, some people were saying dark green. There was cars that were like burgundy and so forth. But this was at night. It was a chaotic situation. But then at the end of that deep dive, he had posted some pictures that showed an Impala parked at Suge's auto body shop. Now, is it the same Impala? We're not saying it is. I mean, Mike Dorsey didn't say it is. I wasn't involved in this thing. But, it is suspicious.
It makes you raise your eyebrow.
Yeah.
And when I say my house got raided, I'm the one that they duped me into turning in Suge's Impala.
So you're the one that said that the Impala was over there?
No. The burgundy Impala that was Suge, the one with the rims and all of that?
Yeah.
I had possession of that Impala.
Oh, okay.
I was getting it transferred over to one of his friends' name. I forgot. Mr. Lay's name.
Okay.
I was getting the transfer from Death Row or Suge's name to Mr. Lay's name. And they had the guy that I was using, the DMV, it was like a a company that did transfers of titles over for you. They had that guy tell me that DMV wanted to come down and inspect the car, when it actually was LAPD detective Russell Poole wanted possession of the car.
Okay.
And so, luckily to me, I didn't have them come where I had the cars were, because that's where I had all the shit cars. But I had it towed from that location to the office. And that's at that time when they raided my house, Mr. Lay's mother's house, or grandmother's house, and death row offices. And you can see on the news, on the camera, the car pulling up while they raiding the location, the car on the tow truck, because the news was out there and everything, pulling up. And it was just all a ruse to get the car there, because they wanted to check it for ballistics and stuff.
And did they check it?
They checked it for ballistics, took it in custody for about a week, and they released it to us.
Okay, so they found nothing. There's no residue or whatever
Nothing.
else. So chances are that Impala was not the same.
Had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And that sure wouldn't have gave me permission to release it, because, anything I did, I got permission. So my point is, if he thought that Impala was involved, or he allowed somebody to use it, he would have told me, no, don't get rid of that car.
Well, if you hire someone to kill one of the most popular people on the planet,
going to use them? Your car.
You won't go and take that car and then park it in your body shop. Like, that just seems insane.
Yeah, and that part too.
Yeah.
And that's not where I had his cars at. I had it at a spot in Arleta.
Yeah.
A storage there.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy story. We'll never know, because Poochie ultimately got killed.
Yes.
A few years later, I think.
Probably in 2099 or 2000, something like that.
Yeah. So about 3 years later.
Yeah.
He got killed. Suge's not going to admit to his involvement in that, obviously. It's just one of these things where I could honestly say I don't really know who killed Biggie. It could be, there's too many different options, none of which I have a really good feeling about.
I always thought it was Southside Compton Crips that did it.
Yeah.
For payment.
They were there.
Yeah.
Keefe was there. I think Orlando was there. Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe was definitely there.
Keefe
I think he said, Keefe says Orlando and Dre was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So, like I'm saying, there's too many options.
Yeah.
There's absolutely too many different options, and I don't really know. So I think that's one of these things that's going to end up as a conspiracy theory, and that's going to be the end of that.
California, after Tupac died, that was a bad choice for them to make.
With the East Coast, West Coast thing, like I told some before, it's just a situation where it was just me and Pac had our little differences or whatever. But I'm here to take over, say that it's all over with. I'm in the West right now. If you need me, if you want to see me, talk to me, whatever you want to do, cool. Now's the time. Call on up.
And they all on Power 106, and they just all over the radio stations, and and Pac is dead now. I'm like, what the fuck is these dudes thinking about? And it's already a undercurrent grumbling happening in LA. Like, these niggas got a lot of nerve. They just think they gonna just come out here. I'm serious. These is now all the gang dudes in LA. And I'm talking about Mexican gangs too. This had none of this, one just black gangs saying, you don't get them motherfuckers.
Hey, what's up, Big?
Kading argues the police were not involved and the hit was carried out by blood gangsters. Russell Poole has always argued that dirty cops did it.
Had it been just your ordinary drive-by shooting by some unexperienced gangbangers, we would have solved it a long time ago. No question about it. But you got to think to yourself, well, who could do this and get away with it? You got to get into their minds. Hot.
Yeah, we need an ambulance on Fairfax and Wilshire, Breeze, Los Angeles. We have a man shot. We have a shot. Okay, hold on. I get right on the corner of Wilshire and Fairfax. We're man shot in our car right now. We're in the car right now. We're on to the hospital right now. I don't know. I'm not from here. I'm from New York. Listen, is the party that was shot in your car? No. I think you said you're going to the hospital right in front of me. What hospital are you going?
John, how you doing?
Hackey was incarcerated for having a trunk full of AK-47s. So when did you actually get out?
Actually, to be exact, I was released on the 14th of January.
14th of January?
Yeah.
This is Hackey as a police officer in Plumper, Dunkin' Donut days. He was a Compton police officer for about 14 years. I asked him if being a police officer and working for a criminal organization wasn't a bit of a contradiction.
I think primarily Death Row Records, in a sense.
So look, real quick, we're going to throw a quick audible. Stand on the media family if y'all don't mind. Real quick, Wack is on Clubhouse right now in a room. The room is called By Any Means Necessary, and the title is Does Wack 100 Arrest Mean Anything? So I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't mind us throwing a quick audible. See if we can get this audio before they find out who I am and kick me out. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section.
And I think some of you niggas is just navigating yourself through life and don't know shit or don't know certain things. But anytime you've been to jail, any criminal, anything is public record. Now, those of y'all that don't know about the Hunter side, it's a 24/7 operation. Been like that 4 years. It ain't never shut down. In that motherfucker, you got a security team, you got spies, you got all kind of motherfucking different divisions of people that when you come over there fucking with me, soon as you hit my flow, they pulling all
Tell me
your
y'all
shit.
can hear that.
Now, I determine if I want to use it or not, right? So if you've been to jail,
Can y'all hear
if
that?
you ratted, if you beat your bitch,
Tell Deuce
if
him to get his
whatever,
recorder recording.
my nigga, it is public record. The only thing gonna stop us from seeing it is a sealed file. And once we see a sealed file, we really know you on some bullshit. If you want, I could bring a team over here right now and pull your shit that quick. They gonna go get it. So I think it's that you guys or people don't know the know-how or don't understand that people in the world that may dislike you, that know shit about you, nigga, they're gonna send it. I don't know what that got to do with the police. I don't know what a nigga sleeping on the bench or what a nigga that beat a bitch or what a nigga that ratted got to do with the police, because you don't need the police to get that. It's public record.
You a rat.
Yeah, like I told the young lady who came into the room, she obviously she asked for a room recap. I told her we just started the room.
I mean, but I want to know what questions that what is it that I have or that I got that makes people wonder? What is that?
Well,
What is
it's not really specifically centered on you. One, I just recently seen the content about what you said about Tory Lanez. I think we've done about 2 or 3 rooms on Tory Lanez.
Well, everybody knows Tory is my friend. You do know. Wait, first of all, what's some bullshit?
What happened to Tory Lanez was some bullshit. We've been saying that shit. We talked about how the gender war allowed the court systems.
What happened? What you mean is case
how he got railroaded.
Okay, well, listen
You think you talking general?
listen to me right now. Look, I don't know about y'all, but Tory Lanez my little homeboy, real life. I'm the last nigga he talked to before he walked in that court. It's on my recordings. He said, Wack, record this phone call just in case I don't come out. And I'm the last nigga he talked to, dated time, before he walked in that court. It ain't a week went by when Tory was in that penitentiary that I wasn't talking to Tory FaceTime. I can show you what the inside of his cell looked like. It ain't too much I don't know. I helped him get his album out, shit out here he need done. I helped him do that. If y'all pay attention, right, how does Wack know shit before? Because Tory tell me, Wack, get this out here. Tory has been on my Clubhouse floor since he's been in prison. That's my friend. I am who I am. I'm not like a lot of people on the app when it comes to the industry, because I am who I am. I'm always a nucleus or the middle of a lot of shit. I'm probably the only nigga from my era that's in this shit that's still here, that knows what I know. I tell y'all a lot of shit about Suge. Y'all didn't want to hear me, but now Ray J and Reggie Wright and Tata done got mad. They saying shit I've been said 3, 4, 5 years ago. Why? Because I know the nigga. Nigga been in my living room 100 times. I didn't have to put this nigga in hotels, and you know, y'all perception is of the 90s. A nigga Suge went broke in 07. It was over with. The nigga went to jail in a pickup truck. If you niggas do the math, y'all stop lying to yourself and just believe what's real. So when it comes to Tory and these type of people, when I'm speaking, it's because I'm talking to
Yo,
them, and
why
they
you
say
was fucking for that bitch in the hotel with your ass out, nigga?
yo, Wack.
Why your
Because
ass out with that bitch and
okay,
Nika in the hotel, nigga?
okay, can I answer the question? I don't know about you, but when I fuck naked. Okay, so moving on, right? It's just real shit. I don't fuck with clothes on. So moving on, right? The things that you hear me
Yeah,
talk
whoever that
about.
was, hold on one second, Wack. Whoever that was, that they not with me. I'm not with none of the trolling.
Yeah, listen,
So
the
let me
things y'all hear me talk about,
chime in
right?
right quick. Let me
The-
chime in right quick,
yeah.
Wack, if you don't mind. Just let me chime in right quick. All due respect. So here's the thing. Um, you know, I done been through some things. Trust me, I done been through it in real life, penitentiary, nigga, and on
So
the
you know then.
Right. So the whole point. I want to give you some perspective because I think what you don't realize is we appreciate the content that we get from you because we know we can't get it from nobody else.
That's a
We're not
fact.
gonna get it from nowhere else. So this wasn't no knock on you. My thing is, does you going to jail mean anything? Dot dot dot. As in,
Oh no, if I turned the internet
our
on,
niggas don't know what's going on
hey
out
bro,
here.
if I walked away from the internet today, I'm gonna be real. 70% of these niggas on this internet got a lane because I give them something to react to. This is a fact. If I walked away from the internet today, a lot of niggas won't be paying their bills. I make a lot of these niggas money. I could go claim it and I don't. Right? They react to a lot of shit. I don't need to do it. Right? But I got a media team that I feed over there, you know. And them niggas is smart. They'll tap my shoulder because there's other deals out there y'all could be getting instead of waiting on this little 2,000-3,000 a month. You can get 6 figures up front and have a team working for you, nigga, to get your numbers higher. But instead, what they'd do is they'd go out and fuck this and fuck that. The very same nigga that's letting you eat. I ask niggas, tell me some information that I put out that says, where did he get it from or how did he know? I ask niggas, you say Wack the shit you got make niggas seem like you the police. Okay, give me something. What did I put out to give me what I put out to make you think that? And can't nobody ever tell me.
Well, first of all, they're not going to say that to you in a room sitting with you, asking you the question legitimately, number one, first of all.
I mean, I just want to know what I put out that
What they
that
did
I
is,
think the question more should be framed on people would like to know how you have the affiliation to people's
how old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I just turned 39.
Okay, now listen. So you about 9 years younger than me. Um, you don't pay attention to who I've always been affiliated to? Well, fuck it. What side of it you want to start on? You want to start on the film side? Andrew Ruff. He's the chairman of Paradigm. That's my friend. You want to go to boxing? Floyd Mayweather. Been my homeboy for 20 years and is my business partner as well. Our children cheerlead together. You want to go to Mike Tyson or do you want to go over here to Jay-Z land or you want to go to Suge Knight land or do you want to go to Puffy? What lane do you want to
So
go to
you're saying
Birdman
you have
land?
personal affiliations with people, not
Who
just
don't
for
know
the
that?
entertainment side,
Who
not just
doesn't? I'm not just a manager. If you go pull up Game's last album, you'll see 100 Entertainment. From 2013 to 2023, all those have been my albums. I'm a label as well. So whoever you want to talk about, like if you sit here and listen to what people talk, Kanye tell you Wack is my homeboy. What you mean? Like that's my brother,
So you're
right?
saying that
So
you
it's
don't preference yourself just on the street.
Y'all can't hear it, huh? The fuck just happened? Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Streets with them.
okay. Well, let me
So
tell you why that is. I started my stint at 12. I've been through the juvenile system. I was in the penitentiary at 16. I paroled in 1999. I've been home 26 years. So yes, I come from that. Been in that. When I was in it, I was a
Y'all can
fucked
hear
up
it now, right?
individual.
Y'all can hear
My
it now.
name, as it meant back then, is totally different today. Back then, you had earned names. You heard every nigga that would age know when you hear a nigga named Wack or a nigga named Killer or a nigga named Demon or Evil, you knew this nigga right here, he come from doing some fucked up shit. Some names they just give you, little D, big D, little E, they just give you that. Some names is earned. So yeah, I come from some bullshit, did a lot of bullshit, did a lot of time, caught on young, got away from it, right? But at the end of the day, you can't go find no footage of Wack I don't hang in parks and alleys and shit and that type of shit. That ain't what the fuck I do. I'm a bougie nigga.
not you
I ain't gonna even lie
bougie.
to you.
Not
Oh,
you
that's a
bougie
fact.
and get manicures and shit.
Hey, what you mean? I do all that. What are you talking about? I've been doing that since I've been 14. That's like I don't know who threw me in the streets. I'm the nigga that tell the kids to go to the police academy or the military. Fuck the streets. I'm the nigga that tell you I do business with everybody. I don't give a fuck. Transgender, snitch. I don't give a fuck what a nigga is. When I get in this corporate building, I'm not asking no nigga about none of that shit. You got that piece. I got this piece. I need that. You need this. Let's bring it together. Let's do the deal. That's me. I
So
don't give a fuck.
so I see
I don't
people
care
dropping
about
the
none of that.
blue caps in the chat. So I just wanna so this is
It's a
something else.
fact. I
But
interview. Listen, why you interview 6ix9ine? Because he's who I wanted to interview. He told on his homies, tell his homies to go kill him, and then I can't interview him. What that got to do with me? I'm not gonna kill the nigga for you. I don't give a fuck what he did. That's his business. It's a fact. I mean, I don't care. Jason Lee's one of my great friends, openly gay man. I got a transgender on my site named Naughty that I put in sitcoms and TV shows on Tronics Ray J's network. I don't give a
shout
fuck
out
who you are.
Naughty.
If it's a lane to do some business, Wack gonna do the business. The streets gonna tell you what you. I signed a nigga that called himself the famous Crip, and my whole background come from blood and power ruin. Man, Wack, why you sign a Crip? Uh, well, looked to me like he's the best man for the contract. And guess what? 5, 6 years later, ain't none of you niggas who said I should have did it with you because of your rag done a motherfucking thing. So, we 8 to 10 golds and platinums and 20, $30 million made later. So I don't nothing about the streets dictates or determines my movement. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
So you're
I'm from where I'm
basically saying
from,
that
that's it.
you just have no affiliation to the streets in
Oh,
this
my
day and age.
affiliation is always gonna be there, ma'am. I can never shake that. The minute I
Mhm.
forget my affiliation, as long as I'm in the United States, is the day I might die. So I can't
Okay.
forget the unforgettable.
Okay.
I was who I was, and it's a lot of people, and
That
probably
holds you
people
to that name. Mm-hmm.
kids and
Mm-hmm.
nephews who remember. Just because I've changed don't mean they changed. So you're not gonna hear. I don't
Mm-hmm.
pass out bean pies and I don't stand at a pool on the pool pit.
So
But I'm
you're
not a
not passing out the turkeys on Thanksgiving and
No, I'm
stuff.
not doing that either. What I
Okay.
do is provide them. That ain't me. Some people like to do that shit. I provide that shit. That's what y'all want, cool. But I'm the guy that go to church maybe once every 8 months. But you know what happens? You know the old lady that been pulling up and she at the church 5 times a week?
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
guy that notices that her tires is bald and asks her for her keys so I can move her car. But the whole time I went and put new tires and brakes on her shit and brought it back. I'm that nigga won't say a word about it. So, no, I'm not looking for people to say, hey, look at me, I'm passing out the turkeys. Because half them niggas is capping anyway. They destroying the community anyway. They doing that to keep you from looking at what they
So
really doing.
you saying most people is operating incognito with their
That's a fact.
philanthropy, but
That's a fact.
actually you're somebody who doesn't operate incognito with yours, but you don't also vocalize that or publicize that
No,
in
a
the
lot
way.
of shit. A lot of shit I'm behind and I do, and I don't say nothing. Niggas call me and they like, bro, we trying to do this, the backpacks of this, that. Here you go, handle it. You know, I'd rather be the person to where they come to me and say, hey, I had a brother say, bro, I got the money for a down payment. I want to give my family a house, but my credit fucked up. I don't know what to do. So I just simply turned him on to my credit people, fixed the nigga credit, and that's it. His family called me and thanked me, and they was happy, cool. You know, I got
So
people that's, you know, I do a lot of shit.
yeah.
What I do is what I do,
So
right? But
knowing,
I don't,
so let me ask this question. So knowing that that's your real life, when you see a title like this being publicized, how does it make you feel? What is your
don't make
response
me
to
feel
it?
like nothing. I pull up and I talk to the people because it's all content. One thing about it, I'm the king of content.
So
I'm the
did
king of
you
this shit. So
recently have an arrest in?
no, I haven't. I haven't been arrested. The last time I was arrested was April 15th, 2005. My last arrest. Never been arrested.
Oh, so this title is
It's
actually
just a troll.
incorrect.
It's just a troll. So I
Oh,
pull up.
okay. So
I
this is
pull up. I'm gonna
clickbait.
tell you why I pull up because nobody on this floor could do what I'm doing now for the floor. So I don't know y'all, but y'all people. I don't say yo fuck them. I got a side of Clubhouse that's the biggest side of Clubhouse. Been like that, but I don't say well I'm gonna ignore them. Fuck them. Hey,
You know,
listen, there's some
Black
people
Caesar,
over there.
this
Obviously
is
want to talk
live.
to
This
me.
is
I don't
Wack
know
in the
the
room
people. They
right
people
now.
go pull up, have a
Answering the
conversation with
question,
me.
I
That's
can't
it.
mute it.
I ain't.
Oh,
And
you
you
know
know
what I can
what?
do?
I can say I've been here since season 1. You have always
Try what? Oh,
content. You always came to speak your piece, and so
so
thank you
yeah,
for
Wack is on Clubhouse talking right
you
now.
have a good day.
The title is Does Wack 100 Does Wack 100 arrest mean anything?
Well, I got a bunch of
So we
customers.
popped in there to hear
Not
what
no
they got to
sound,
say.
but
Now I'm gonna shut up so y'all
yeah,
can
I
hear.
ask people because I be wondering. I ask R&B. I say, damn, what if I said to make a person think they don't know where they? I had one person say the Oscar De La Hoya situation. I said, what about it? Why didn't you go to jail for extortion? I said, well, you got to understand when attorneys are involved, it's called business. When you go to somebody and tell them you got to give me this or this or this or else, that's extortion. I said, now let's move forward. I ain't never was the one with the content. I'm just a nigga that they know got a legal team that don't mind getting in the middle of that type of situation. So guess what happens? Legal team, you owe me a cut. And you nigga who needed the legal team, when you get paid, you owe me a cut. I just told them about $850,000. Nigga, them niggas settled for a whole lot of money. That was just my little old cut that came from my law firm and came from the people that got paid. I don't understand when people don't understand. If you own something and you got ownership to something, you got the right to offer to give somebody possession of that for a fee, and they negotiate. Like that's just how that work. But you dealing with these mental midgets, and they like, oh, nigga, I ain't know what the fuck are you talking about. I'm in the middle of 4, 5 of them a year, every motherfucking year. People, yo, Wack. They tell me you got the legal team. They won't charge us up front. They get it on the back, and they don't mind going to war with these people. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They're a group of Indians. They don't give a fuck about none of these people. If they look at it, they know they can win. That's what it is.
I
But
have one more question for you. So how do you weed out the phonies? Like how do you weed out the phonies from those who have like real intention on doing business with you?
I mean, if you
Because
call me and tell me you want to do some business, and I'm whatever you talking about, you say, hey, I got a house going in owe property taxes is worth $1 million, and we owe 200,000 property taxes, and it's free and clear. So look, bro, we looking for somebody to give us, 600,000, and we walk away. We leave the rest of the equity. Okay, well, get me the address to the house. I'm gonna send it to my real estate people. They gonna run title. They gonna see if title matches you. They're gonna see if that's the situation on the house, and if that's the situation on the house, I say, well, listen, man. You quick deed the shit over, we'll take care of the taxes. We'll send you a wire today for 500,000. It's too old on the motherfucker. We're gonna negotiate down probably about 150, 650. It's 350 in the motherfucker. We put it on the market for 100 under. We make our bag back, make another $250,000. We out the way. Or we might keep it.
Well,
See what it is.
you just
What
named a real estate deal, but my question was more in
Whatever
depth.
it is
Hmm.
documentation. Whatever you call me with, if you want to sell me a car, if you have music, whatever it is, I
Hmm.
understand what it takes to authenticate it. You tell me you got a song, you got the files. No, if you ain't got the files, you don't own the music.
Hmm. So you're willing to take any business concepts, any business
Long as
idea,
it's
any business,
legal.
as long as it's. So you are for the people, is what I'm
As
hearing.
long as it's legal, you tell me you got an idea to convert dog shit into dog food, and you can show me that, and you need a mass product, I'm gonna get on the motherfucking phone, call China,
And you willing to
call my
cut some.
people in China and say, hey, can we mass produce this shit? And then
Hmm.
I'm gonna call my man who does distribution at Costco and Walmart and say, hey, can we get this on the shelf? And then I'm gonna call my finance team and say, hey, it's costing us fucking $8 a bag, and we can wholesale the bag for $18, and they can put it up there for 26 and still be $4 under the leading brand, but it's organic. And they gonna say, well, how much money we need? We need 3 million. Okay, Wack, we want 20% of the company. Okay, cool. I'm gonna double back and tell a nigga they want 30% in the company. He gonna provide the 3 million. And guess what? I need a cut from you too. I'm gonna
Not
give him
to
his 20,
Mr.
keep my
Wonderful
10.
in real
I'm
time.
just, I'm just saying. See, here go the problem. Y'all think I'm a street nigga. Yes, that is a part of me. It's a whole lot of sides of me. See how I can talk this shit this fluent, right? Depend on what you talking about, depend on the conversation I'm gonna give you. You want to talk ignorant, dumb, stupid shit? Cool. You want to talk rap, top 100 rappers? Cool. You want to talk whatever you want to talk about?
Would you agree or would you disagree that most of your rooms since season 1 on Clubhouse have been more about the streets than it
No,
actually
not
has
on.
been
No,
about
no. You guys' rooms, the 100 side of Clubhouse is 15 rooms. That's on a
Mhm.
24-hour rotation
rotation? Yep.
schedule system,
Yep.
and all of them are different rooms. We got fucking the Coven. That's the magical magician shit you women believe in with your horoscopes. You got the main stage. You got it's different. We got a sports room. We got all
The
kind of fucking rooms over there.
differentiation.
And
Okay.
depending on which room, that's the content. We got group chats of people of 50 at a time that all day long they drop clips of content in these chats for these specific rooms, right?
And
So
the only
no,
reason why I asked that question is because when I see titles like this and people
this is
have
y'all
an
titles. This ain't
opinion.
our titles.
Well, I just popped in the room. I wanted to see who was talking shit, and I always want to see who's brave
Yeah,
enough
we
to
don't.
actually say it to you. So that's why I pinged
No,
you
I
here.
don't mind it. Listen. I always ask them. I come to the
Angel,
rooms.
Angel, was we talking shit, Angel? Did we
I
say
come to
anything?
the room because
No,
my
no.
question
Actually,
is,
hold on. Let me go ahead and correct that. So they actually, when I came in, I asked for a recap, and the room just launched, so wasn't anybody talking shit in here. However, on the application, we know that a lot of people drag your
yeah,
name.
I
They
don't mind.
drag
Well,
your
you
name
got
for
to
a code.
remember, it's a lot of grown men on here, and I hate to say it, they be fans, and they just want to say something to get me to say something. They'll clip it, and then they'll send it to all they
And
people.
then run it. Yeah,
Yo, I
yeah,
got
yeah,
into
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's weird, right? I get about 150 crank calls a day, every motherfucking day, right?
Not
Half
for me.
of
I know I
brother,
troll you on the app, but I
it's
am not
real
one of your
shit.
prank callers.
Half of them, I told a dude last night. I said, "Hey, bro, how old are you? I'm 38. You know you calling a man right now on a prank call, bro." I said, "Does your woman know that you in another room calling a man, prank calling?" You know what he said? Man, you right. This shit lame as fuck, bro. I don't know even what. It's just real shit. Like I really be wanting to put a mirror in front of people, but I'm asking because maybe I'm missing something. What have I said or exposed to make a person think where Wack getting this from?
Yeah, and that's
So,
where I
so what?
want to get to the
I got a
meat and
question for you,
potatoes
brother.
of
Wack.
that question.
Oh, I'm listening.
So, brother Wack, I wanted so just clear up this whole beef thing that's on the internet and the plumber. So that's
No,
fact.
hey, listen, brother. Dude is a troll. He doing what he's supposed to do. Cause look, you talking about him. This dude's not a basketball player. He's not a football player. He's not a rapper. He's not nothing. He's a nobody dude that came on the internet. And how could I get people to look at me so I can build numbers up and get paid for interviews and make money on YouTube? I am the Drake of clickbait when it comes to YouTube. Put my name in it. If you a nobody nigga from goddamn Virginia, you ain't got nothing to talk about because you don't know shit. Wack 100 got slapped at the gas station. Nigga, click it. You talking about everything but that. But guess what? Nigga just saying, yo, that nigga said, that nigga from Virginia, Virginia's most wanted, said Wack 100. And guess what they gonna do? They gonna click. Some of them gonna follow. And then y'all sit here
Wax, they
and y'all
even
talk
said your
about it.
name on the Alabama side of the app when that murder
Now, here's
happened.
the thing.
Somehow
I
your
don't give.
name got thrown in there too. I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I ran a room on it, and I had 1,800 people in there for 19 hours straight. I was just running the room. I ran in a room the way I know how to run a room, getting down to what happened. We only knowing what happened because they coming in the room telling us. They arguing while they doing it. This person lying, I got this.
And that
And we
all
ran the
happened in
room.
real time, by the way.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
we
So,
ran the room. I don't mind it because it keeps my name in the algorithm. I don't give a fuck. You can go tell them I killed a horse. You kicked me in the ass, whether it's true or not. You're working for me.
So basically, a paid informant.
I don't know who's a paid informant.
So
To be an informant, you have to inform on something. So where do you get paid informant from? I can't control a stranger using my name. How a stranger using my name rolls back to me being an informant.
No,
See,
not
this is
you
what.
being an informant. I wasn't saying that. I was saying basically the way you described it. You said they're an employee, so I'm
I
saying they
mean,
are paid.
because every time they put my there's a thing called the algorithm, right? And when people want to do business with you, they go check the algorithm. And for instance, right, last time we checked, academics was at 3 million. 3 million people had used his name, putting him up. Kai Sanat was at 10 million. Wack 100 was at 18.5 million. So guess what? When they say, hey, who we gonna use to come promote this or do this to? That's all these dumb niggas that think will say they my enemy. I mean, nigga, I don't know you. We can't be beefing if I ain't never seen you. You ain't did nothing. I don't know you. But if in your little mind, that's what it is, cool. I know what you doing. You using my name to put a light on your name. And then the people believe it. Like, y'all really believe it.
Well, I want to just ask some clarifying questions because I'm looking on the internet and
On the internet. You're looking on the internet.
I mean, I'm looking on the internet. I'm hearing on the internet. I just
You're
want
hearing and you're
to
looking on the internet. Bro,
most
I
definitely,
could
yeah.
go on the internet right now,
But
and
is
say whatever, and you'll believe the shit.
but is this fake? Is what I want to ask.
I mean, bro, you ask why you asking me?
Giving your ass blood, mentioning that. You keep whooping blood, we gonna activate blood, homie. Don't nobody give a
Yeah,
fuck.
that's trolling. I trolled him back.
Okay, so it's trolling. I just want to make it clear,
Hey,
folks.
bro, I put it on my social media. Dude's whole conversation with me, want me to book a fight for him, wanting to work with Ray J. Well, he told y'all none of this shit never happened. He keeps y'all talking. I mean, if you into
I mean,
that,
we
you into that.
understand. We understand. I think you've done a great job articulating the play. I mean, I think we all
I
understand it
mean,
now.
but that's just
But
me
specifically,
helping
hold on
some of
before
these
we
dudes.
start talking over each other, though. Before we start talking over each other, because that's the play too, right? You're
What's
doing a
the
good
play?
job. You're doing a good job
Hey, ma'am,
articulating
I
how
don't
they
got it.
that.
You're a female, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's no play. I
Wait,
came in
no,
here.
you don't misunderstand what I'm
I can
saying
go
by
back
trying to
to
give
my
it
side
by
of the
trying to
app.
make
I
a
ain't tripping.
response. What I'm saying is I think you've done a good job articulating how they try to use your,
No, that's what
your
they
how
do.
they try to right. You've done a good job
And
explaining
that's
that.
cool
So
though. It's helpful
that's
to pay
cool.
their
That's
bills.
cool.
I
You
ain't
said
got
it's
to.
cool, and you've done a good job explaining it. So at this point, what I'm saying, I think the brother was trying to ask, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, just to clarify, that was just some
Well,
trolling. That's some
let
fake
me
shit.
give you some game, bro. I really come from the streets. I understand the streets. I've been to prison and a bunch of prisons and shit. If I'm gonna do something to you, you ain't gonna know it till it's done. I ain't gonna tell the world I'm gonna do it. Y'all don't question Denzel if he was a crooked cop. Maybe y'all believe the rappers on all the people they say they killed, but they'll never go to jail. I don't know. This is called the entertainment business. But I guess it's real life for y'all. I don't know. Shit.
No, there's no color purple effect in this room. I don't think anybody who's ever came in this room and by any means necessary could say any information that's been disseminated in here will give you the color purple effect, where we believe that an experience that we seen behind a movie screen, a television screen, a
Well,
phone
they said
screen is
Mike
actually
Tyson
real
was
life.
my.
Before we start talking over each other, because that's a play too, right? Before we start talking
That's
over each
not a
other,
play.
I think right, that
You
is a
getting
play.
kind of
That is
aggressive,
a
but
play.
don't think I can't get
That
aggressive. I'm another type of
I don't
nigga
want to
too.
get aggressive with you,
Like
brother. I'm just
don't
while
take this
but if both
kindness
of
for
us talking
weakness.
at the same time,
I'm just letting
people
you
can't
know.
understand
Don't
anything.
take this kindness. For one, you a female. You might want to fall back, because I am one of them dudes that think women have a place and they should know how to have a conversation with a man. But if you want to step into the arena with a man, then we gonna have that conversation. I'm gonna do it like that. Or we can lay back, because I don't give a fuck. I could be another kind of nigga on here. I'm just being cool, calm, and respectful. But what you not gonna do is talk at me, because you ain't nobody to talk at me anyway. Respectfully, I don't know you.
All
This
right.
probably why you ain't got a husband at home, because you don't know your fucking place. I'm bet that you don't got. If you do, he's a beta nigga, because I can tell already that you think you bigger than what you supposed to be when you dealing with a man. It's a certain way you talk to a man, whether he your man or whatever. You learn that as a little girl when you have a father in the household. But this is how us men could tell if a woman had a father in the household, because of how they fucking temperament is and how they talk to a man. I'm just keeping it real. Most women ain't gonna want to challenge a man in no shape, form, or fashion, unless she's a miserable motherfucker who ain't got a man in her life.
No, that's real. That's real spit. That's reasonable. But what I won't do is talk over each other. I'm gonna give. But if you need
You
to
still
talk,
don't know when to stop. And it's cool, you got it. You just got to get the last word in. And I don't believe in condone domestic violence, but to the women listening, from a man's point of view, of talking to a bunch of niggas who like be into that type of shit, that last word is usually what bring the first strike. Don't let that go over your head. Learn how to humble yourself and rest in your femininity, and you might be all right.
I mean, I don't think that, well, I'm going to tell you, that doesn't justify
I didn't say it justified it. I
attacking.
said
It
just to
doesn't
avoid it.
justify.
I didn't
no,
say it
no, no. You know that's
justified it.
okay with me, stats. I don't. You don't know me, and I don't know him.
I'm just saying to avoid it. I'm just saying it's a lot of, and if that's stats talking, you know, it's a lot of niggas be like, hey, look, man, shut the fuck up. All right, I ain't whoop, 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 whoop. And then it get weird. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying, I tell my daughter, hey, listen, don't challenge no fucking man. You see his temperament, he on the edge. Leave that man alone. Give him his fucking space. He'll talk to you when he want to talk. Niggas, men got emotions too, and we react. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is. So that's it. Look, I pulled up. I seen the name in the title. I don't really know the room. I don't know if I follow the room, but here you go. Now I followed the room. Again, I don't mind answering the questions. Sister, whatever your name may be, don't take it the wrong way, but we buck too. I'm not a beta type nigga. I'm gonna ask you a couple times, but you get to going up, I'm gonna go up higher.
No, respect, brother. I got you. We don't know each other, so it don't. None of that stuff matters. What you just said. So you good?
The fact that it don't matter is one reason why it should matter. We should all learn from one another. But you
I
got
mean,
it.
no, I said respect. We got it. You know what I'm saying? You good. Yeah, I don't talk about my personal life and what I got going on. I wouldn't I wouldn't attack your personal life either because we don't know each other like
I
that.
don't give a fuck. My woman right here. She right here. She always with me.
I respect that. Appreciate you, brother.
She come from Clubhouse. Yeah, she right
I
here.
come from my parents.
So what I'm saying, I met her on Clubhouse. So I don't give a fuck about her. Don't matter to me. But you keep on playing that last word, you're gonna be lonely for a long time. I can tell you probably wear socks with your sandals.
Not the socks with the sandals. That's where I draw the line.
Hilarious. Keep up
That's
with
where I
the
draw the
content.
motherfucking line out.
Not
Is
too much
goddamn
on
socks.
socks with the sandals. I know my mic is fucked up, but not too much, Wack. Not too much.
Nah.
Just
Socks
saying,
with the
that's some
sandals.
homie. That's some
That's
homie
diabolical.
shit right there.
That's diabolical. When I moved to Florida, I noticed motherfuckers wearing black socks and black sandals. As if you can't get no more fucked up than black socks
Them the new
with black
forces.
sandals.
Them the new black forces. You know it.
Oh,
Hey,
man, that
yo,
shit.
shout out to my black forces. I don't give a fuck. I wear black forces. Y'all be
Period.
hating on black forces. Shit. Black forces go with a black tee like the white ones go with a white tee, goddammit.
Wack, so are you saying there's true love here on Clubhouse?
I mean, I know a few people that's been together for some time. Oh, yeah, me and R&B been together about 3 years.
Well, congratulations to that.
Yeah, so, you know.
I always hear the other
You
side
know,
of
it's
it.
crazy when people say you're a Clubhouse nigga
No,
or
you
you're a
definitely
Clubhouse
Clubhouse
female
now. You
or
definitely
you're a
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse female is crazy because it's kind of like we all on Clubhouse. So I asked that individual, the people on the floor, are you some type of weird nigga, a weird female? Because we all on Clubhouse. So I don't get what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we've heard some stories from some females that have had relationships on this application that are just downright diabolical. So I think that's what you mean.
I mean, that's going to happen in real life. And some females that had relationships that they place in business is downright diabolical. Some females that had relationships from people in their church is downright diabolical. That's real life shit.
That's a fact. But you
One thing
definitely Clubhouse now. Like you a Clubhouse nigga. Like you that
oh
for
yeah,
life now.
I'm a social media nigga. I'm a Clubhouse nigga. I'm a all kind of niggas. I'm cool with it. I ain't tripping shit.
If you had a piece of advice to give to somebody today in this space, what would it be?
Don't live beyond your means because the world is going to change drastically over the next 2 to 3 years. Simplify things.
Hey, man, I got a question for you, Big Unc. So, you are in close contact with Tory Lanez, correct?
Definitely, yeah.
So all of this information that's coming out in regards to these videos and these affidavits, is this new information?
I've been telling y'all about this for 6 to 9 months. I told y'all about the gun. I told y'all the bullet ain't there. The gun been compromised. The DNA is gone because they tested it. They did 3 tests. They only turned in 1. The other 2 tests excluded him. I told y'all about all this shit. Told y'all about his appeal coming. Told y'all about all this shit 6 months ago.
Did let me ask a question. Then I'll give it back to you. Did Kelsey test positive for GSR residue? Because I said that.
Kelsey and Tory both tested positive for GSR. Tory tested negative for DNA on the gun, and the motherfuckers didn't test nobody else's for DNA on the gun. So what's gonna happen? Tory's gonna come back on the pill. They're gonna let him go. They skeptical right now because since he been stabbed up, they know he gonna sue everybody for $1 billion. Now, Kelsey only has limited. She only has limited, right? They can still charge her. But here's the problem, right? They ain't got no DNA to test her with, right? And a lot of shit she said on stand they can't use against her, right? So they got dude to say he saw her fire the gun, but yet the gun has been compromised, the bullet is missing, and they ain't got no more DNA to cross and see if it is her. So she probably gonna end up with some probation or some shit just to get some type of conviction, and she ain't gonna play with him because she knows she the one. Tory just didn't want to tell. He did what most street niggas wouldn't have did. Tory didn't want to tell. He did not want to tell on her. He like, yo, bro, I'm gonna let the law do its job. I ain't shoot that gun. My prints ain't on that gun. My DNA ain't on that gun. They know that's their gun. The fucking gay hairstylist said that he has packed that gun several times in their suitcase. It's their gun. He said all this shit. They turned into one test that says it could or couldn't be. The other two tests, we'll see, come out totally exclusive. DNA ain't on the clip, the gun, but nothing. If he got a 4-year enhancement on top of his sentence for the gun charge. So if he ain't touched the gun, ain't fired the gun, you got to kill the enhancement. And if you convicted him that he fired the gun and ain't touched the gun, you got to kill the case. It's just now the DA, the minute they do that, Tory's case becomes case law and case study. So now everybody he done convicted under this type of shit, guess what happens? Now they coming back down to the LA County Jail under appeal.
Right, hold on. Now that's what I heard you just say on a piece that really is the reason why I started this room. Right? Because what I heard you say, because earlier people were saying something about Rock Nation and Jay-Z
Nah,
about
Rock
this
ain't
and
got
shit.
nothing to do
Hold on.
with that.
Now hear what you said in the interview. You said, the fuck is Rock Nation, Kerry? You said Rock Nation gonna be there for their client, right? That's what you said. They're gonna
That's
be
a
there for their
fact.
client, they gonna represent. But what I did hear you say was, when you look at the DA in LA County, this could potentially turn out to be a motherfucking shit show for the
Hell yeah.
DA, for the California State Department of Corrections, because that's kind of what I'm known for on Clubhouse.
Everybody convicted under this
Right.
DA
Right. So
is
now you
now
changing case
yeah.
law. It's case
There it
law.
go.
So now every law, and we done been to prison. So every law library, the nigga, it's always the nigga with the kufi on that work at the law
There you go.
library.
That's
This
a
nigga
fact.
finna be at Jumar telling everybody, nigga, it's a new law. Get your black ass to the library. And so this
It's
There
called
you
potentially
setting
go.
a
gonna bring
precedent.
so many niggas back. Yeah, this case precedent. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Thank you.
that's so they gotta really this is why when the lady got up there and said, so we turned in the DNA situation, cool, months ago. The Friday when we tell you we got an eyewitness that's saying they watched Kelsey fire the gun, he's attacked on Monday. Right? This is why they was like, we believe it was an assassination attempt. Kill him, get him out the way. We ain't got to deal with it. And they, shit, he got hit. Actually, I got another video just last night. He got hit 14 times. They tried to kill him. And the police, it's another lawsuit because the police is standing at the bottom of the staircase, ain't moving, ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing shit. You got one in the gun tower, two at the bottom of the staircase. You know the little bubble mirror they got by the blind spots, right? You know that bubble mirror be up top. So the footage, if you look at it, dude ran in Tory's cell with his neighbor. He was already stabbed him in the cell. Tory made it out the cell. He deboed Tory, slammed him, kept stabbing him. If you look at when he's getting stabbed at the top tier, the bubble mirror, right? You see the two police correctional officers at the bottom of the staircase. You hear Tory screaming, help, help, help. Let me tell you what you don't hear. You never hear the gun tower or the police on the floor holler down. You never hear the alarm go off, which is on the security belt. You don't see mace. You don't see no smoke canisters. You don't see nothing, and they're serving child at the time in the building.
Right, right. So which means when Chow come through,
Yeah,
that means you got two COs coming with the
there
trays.
you have it.
One got to be inside the Sally port.
There
One got
you
to be
have it.
inside the control tower.
And one in the
So
gun tower,
right,
one on the
right,
floor.
right.
There, but in
Yeah.
the bubble mirror, you see all the police. Never one time do you hear the alarm go off. You don't hear that Tory screaming, nigga. The inmates is out grabbing their trays, literally going up and down the stairs. Nigga, it's your job in the gun tower and on the floor to watch the inmates where they going. You got a nigga screaming, help, help, help in a closed motherfucking corridor and there's no movement. This is why the videos is so crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right. Because they
and
was
those,
taking their trays back to the cell, which means they was on lockdown at the time. They wasn't
all
on
that
rep.
shit,
Right, right.
all that shit I had for about 8 days. I had all that shit for 8 days waiting for Tory and then what y'all want to do, what you want me to, fuck it, Wack, get it out. Okay, in phases. Shoot the blurry one out with Tory's body blurred and his face blurred. Shoot that out. And then shoot the clear version out. Call Harvey at TMZ. Shoot that out over here and then clear up the body where they can see it. Because guess what? The CDC was going to lose the video. They may say, Wack, where you get the video? Well, you know, just like the police department and the CDC, we all got family members and homies that come from where we come from that work right in the institution. Same way they get cell phones and every other fucking piece of contraband they got. It's coming from the streets because some of them people that work in there come from the street. So, you know, now that that's out, Tory and them could claim they got it from the site and they ain't got to worry about the penitentiary saying we lost the video or the video's been compromised. I mean, everything is strategic. It's all done for a reason.
Hey, yo, Wack, why don't Mexicans be doing y'all dirty over there? They can't do us like that on the East Coast.
Okay, well, here it go, right? We go back and forth. It ain't, if it was a one-sided thing, it wouldn't be no blacks on the main line. So I've been there where they got the drop on us, and I've been there where we got the drop on them. So, you know, I don't know about you. Y'all ain't got a lot of Mexicans over there on the East Coast, nigga. Y'all got, let me tell you who do y'all dirty. Them Latin Kings and them
No,
Puerto
they
Ricans
don't.
and them Dominicans.
We
This
pack
a
them
fact.
niggas up.
Hold on. This is why y'all started gang banging in Rikers Island. Because they was blasting you niggas out your motherfucking
You
boots. Let's
right.
keep
You
it
right.
gangster.
And you see what
Okay,
happened,
so
right?
no, hold on. What I'm saying is y'all don't have a lot of like we don't got. You don't hear Puerto Ricans and Dominicans in our penitentiaries over here. We don't got that. Right? We got Mexico. Our border is down here. Nigga, our border is right next to San Diego. So we got a lot of Mexicans. So our wars when we go at it is with Mexicans. You guys' wars over there when y'all go at it is with the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. So what I'm saying is y'all don't have the Mexican problem because you don't have a Mexican border over there. Y'all got the islands on that side of y'all water. So that's what y'all got to deal with. I've never in life had a riot or no dealings with a Dominican or a Puerto Rican in CDC or our county jails over here, but you guys do. So what I'm saying is what y'all go through, y'all ain't won them all. Y'all ain't lost them all. It's the same shit over here, bro. Some penitentiaries
But
we
what?
top heavy, some penitentiaries we not. It's just like with y'all. Y'all got spots to where y'all might not be as deep and then spots where y'all strong. I mean, it's the same shit.
And
I
I
get
think
what you
the
saying,
fact.
and you right in a sense, but trust me, man, them motherfuckers ain't doing shit with us. Matter of fact, let the
No,
story
no,
be
you
told.
can't
We
say
got a
that,
lot of
bro.
Puerto Ricans that's down with us.
Bro, you
Puerto
can't
Ricans
say
are
that.
us
Hey,
over
But
here.
bro,
this
ain't nobody
but
from
at
the
the end
East
of the
Coast
day,
gonna
it
tell
sounds. This
you
is a
that war with the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, when it kicks off, don't get bloody, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
yeah, like,
It
and
can't.
I don't even understand what's the purpose of even speaking on something so ridiculous when whatever organization that you try to perpetuate and promote go at
No,
each other, and
no,
there
you
is
know,
no
hold on, time
unity.
out, time out.
Stop talking,
Hey,
stop
can I say
talking,
something?
stop
Hey, can I
talking,
Who
say
stop
stopped
something real
talking,
talking,
nigga?
quick?
I
bro.
started the
Calm down.
conversation. What the fuck is you talking
Calm
about?
down, bro. You can't just over talk people. This
Nigga,
is a
I started the
conversation.
shit, nigga. He
This
addressing
is
me.
a conversation, bro. Calm down. Like at the end of the day, like when do we come to the point of comparing different adversaries from different coasts, saying who has the one up, opposed to creating space to where we're able to communicate and network with each other to build more unity? Because obviously we have an adversary that's dominating us even in the political spaces. So you sit here doing dumbass prison politics, but in real life they politically pushing you out of your own places,
But
out of
who are
your
you? Hold
own
up. But who are
states.
you talking to? I asked the
Bro,
question.
what I'm telling you,
Who
listen,
are you
what I'm
talking to?
telling you, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. I want you to hear me out. Look, the problem y'all deal with over there with the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans is what we deal with over here with the Mexicans. You get what I'm saying? And it's divisional because we got the gangbang Mexicans, which is the Sureños, and then we got the Paisas, which are we call border brothers. They just people from Mexico got caught up. We very seldom have problems with them. We have a gangbang problem over here. So the Sureños are they're
I'm eating
Mexican form
breakfast,
of
but
crippling and blood. And they
for the record,
gangbangers.
the Hispanics love me.
Gangbangers gonna gangbang, but you're not gonna
They
get
love
me to
me.
believe that the blacks all through over there is dominating and running and ain't took no L's in no situations when you dealing with your oppositions, which is really the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans and yourself. So over here, we go at us like y'all go at y'all, and then we get into it with the Hispanics. It's just two different cultures, but you ain't telling me, nigga, you niggas just ain't took no L's over there. Everybody take L's in war. With war come casualties. You know that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Plus, it's a little bit
Now,
different
what
out
they
there.
not gonna tell you is this. You seen the little dude on the tier that was the lookout? He got airlifted the next day. They hit that nigga 19 times. That's what they ain't gonna tell you. Because he ain't Tory Lanez. This is why I had to tell Raquel from TMZ. This is why I had to tell Raquel from TMZ, your interview you think you had with the guy that stabbed Tory Lanez was a fake. He's in the hole. That's just a Mexican talk. You don't hear the dude in the background laugh. That nigga's in solitary confinement. Ain't no way you talking to him on the cell phone. So they got you. She got mad at me. I just told her they beat you because as soon as them niggas came off unlocked, they booked the celly. Hit him 19 times. They airlifted that nigga up out of there. We don't even know if he made it. They ain't gonna talk about that though, because if they talk about that, all the other penitentiaries will start going up.
Report back.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, hey, I done been in there, nigga, where we didn't woe their ass out, and I done been in some shit where they done got the best of us, bro. It go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's way before my time, back when the BGF and shit like that was the ones making the safe passages for the brothers to come through. It's the Crips and Bloods that come through there later on, not even the first and second wave, probably the fourth, fifth wave, who fucked up the unity and started going at each other.
I dig
You know,
me. That's a fact.
we had the BGF, we had the Vanguards, you had the Crips, you had the Bloods, you had the internal facets of the Crips and Bloods, CCOs and Blue Notes, BLs and UBNs. All this shit was about black strength and unity. But then when the ignorant shit started, and I was part of the ignorant shit, right? It separated and divided everything. And now,
I do want to say, right, the person who originally asked that question, right? See,
like not tripping.
Those be the type of questions that really cause wars and tension over here on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And they just uncalled for. You know what I mean? We know that the beef between the Mexicans and the blacks is artificial. It's institutionalized. It's nothing that we want to do. It's politics behind that. If it was up to us, we wouldn't be warring the way that they try to. They force us in some cases to war. The world is just mad because we waking up. So they send distractions like whacking that nigga who asked that question to try to push the flame the ignorance. But we not falling for that. Salute to my brown brothers and my black sisters and my brown sisters. Let's go.
Y'all seen the story. This nigga 28 and 12-year-old. They went over here, shot up 8 motherfuckers, right? Guess what? The 8 niggas they shot up from this gang. Okay, they from the gangster card. Okay, they hit the neighborhood card. So they waiting for the nigga to come in there. They still concerned. They still on the streets. On the streets is very seldom. We having we don't see them like that. They don't come over there playing with us like that. It's niggas on niggas. I'm just being real. This is the next block is niggas, so they going at it right now. War nigga. Listen. This summer in LA, it's finna be a bloodbath. It's too many wars going on. It's too many conflicts going up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the gangster car, the neighbor, and the rolling 100s is going on. It's too many wars. We done had a few good summers, but I told the nigga last night. I said, bro, this shit finna be a bloody summer.
Man, how in the fuck would he know that?
aspect of it is while
being that
people
he
sitting
not
here
tapped in with the
shaking
streets
their
at
heads
all.
about
How would he know that?
this whole area that they
You see what I'm
focus
saying?
on
They
is
trying
this damn
to
chicken
start a
wing.
race war.
Why the same
They're
Latinos
trying to
that
start
they
a
gonna
race war.
fight with in
To
the
my
trenches, but
brothers
they
and
not fighting
sisters,
with them on
black
the
and
outside?
brown, who are listening to this, we do not
This is the
condone
thing.
any of this.
This is the thing,
You know
bro.
better.
You
We
know,
all know
okay,
better.
Compton,
We know
yeah,
what this is about: smoke and mirrors and distractions, and they trying
on over there.
to
I ain't gonna
flame
lie, that's
the
probably
race war.
city
But we
where
ain't
we
going for
all
none of
live,
that. We
man.
got nothing but
Remember,
love for our
kind of like
brown
Inglewood,
sisters and
man. They
brothers
kind of
across this
like
globe.
calm down, but
Straight up.
the
Let's go. Stand on the
overall,
media.
and then
Salute
it's
to everybody
obvious.
that
You
pulled up.
gotta
Let's go.
remember, for Coimbra, we the only black gang. We surrounded by nothing but Mexicans. My last 20 homies called life behind murders on Mexicans. Right? So you got them cities to where that's what we beefing with. But then when you get to inner city LA, inner city, from the east side to the west side, every block is niggas. So they killing niggas. You get to them spots to where it's a lot of Mexicans and a few black gangs, then they beefing with the essays, right? But like, East LA Village, it was one black gang over there, First Street East Coast. They ran them niggas up out of there. They couldn't handle it. Y'all watch the movie American Me? That's kind of centralized around East LA. They control that shit. That's their stronghold. When shit come across the border, that's the hub. That's where they hold shit before they start distributing shit. But we don't see them. Like when we go out and shit, they ain't tripping like that because they know niggas be tripping. That's one thing they know. We ain't no longer in the pen where we outnumbered 3-4 to 1. They know it's 50 niggas over there. It's gonna be some shit. So they say, "What's up, Holmes? How y'all doing?" They don't say, "Fuck you, my yates," or "you niggers." They don't do none of that shit.
So then,
Now,
I got a question for you in regards to the Tory Lanez incident. What would you say motivated that assault? Was it just hood politics, or what would you?
nah, I believe. Listen, dude has been dude neighbor for quite some time. Bro, the one thing about Los Angeles and CDC and LA County, it's internal gangs within their organizations, even on the police side. You know what I'm saying? And when shit come from the top, it come from the top. What's that movie, bro? Game was in it. Keanu Reeves was in it. Common was in it. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about? Fuck was that movie?
Yeah, we'll put you on game.
Waist deep?
Yeah, waste.
No,
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 no, no,
no,
No, it
no.
wasn't waist deep.
The brother that played
with Terry Crews.
Godfather Harlem, the old black brother was in it with the kind of offset eye. They was on Keanu Reeves, Common, Game. Game had the 40 on his face. They raided his house. Who else was in that
Street
fucking movie?
Kings?
That was
Yeah,
Common.
Yeah,
Street
Street
Kings.
Kings.
Yeah, it was called
Okay,
Street
if
Kings.
you go watch Street Kings, right, pay attention. You remember when all the police had the meeting in the diner? You had the judges and the DAs, and they saying, "Hey, nigga, this shit got to get handled because if this shit don't get handled, this gonna and expose this." And then they had all the other motherfuckers on the streets doing shit, working for them, paying them. Hey, bro, that shit be real. So when you look at Tory Lanez, like, hey man, they didn't found the fucking DNA test. Shit coming back negative. We done convicted this nigga on some bullshit. Shit roll downhill. This gonna be exposed if the fucking DA get exposed. He did what we told him to do. This motherfucker might fuck around and expose this other shit from 8 years ago. He gotta go. Okay, this nigga's no good. This nigga's a lifer who in here for having sex and killing the 13-year-old girl. This what he in there for. Okay, shot get called. They like, yo, tell dude if he want to make his name good, handle that. He don't know why. All he doing is he trying to make his name good. He got life. He ain't never getting out, but he want to one day be able to walk amongst the regulars again. Like that shit be real shit, bro. Cause they gonna kill dude now because he didn't kill Tory. Soon as he get to the shoe, remember I told y'all this, they gonna kill that Mexican. The
Tory dead.
Mexicans gonna kill him. Cause he ain't complete the mission. Now Tory is hot. They can't move on him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching now. This shit really be going on, bro. Y'all stats, you know that shit. Nigga, that internal shit, that political shit, it be going on in our government. It be going on with war. Y'all watch the shit. Y'all watch when Freeway Rick, that nigga, he was just the token nigga they picked. Nigga, sell this dope. We need this money to finance to get this shit to the people we ain't supposed to be giving money to keep the war going. Like, this what this is. So that ain't no motherfucking, he beefing with Tory and in there crippling the blood. That nigga sending 7 niggas a month through an appeal process he paying for. Best believe the yard wouldn't have let that nigga get touched. That shit came from within. And it happened. That's it.
Yeah, now tell them what you said, again, what I heard you say, what you talked about. The nigga paperwork was Friday and the shit happened Monday. Can you give me
The
that shit?
Friday, the Tories defense team went in there.
Hit that like button like you like something, please. To anybody that's here that ain't hit that like button, please hit that like button, man. I appreciate it. Just pushes me further in the algorithm. Thank you for pulling up and showing support. Real talk, I appreciate it. Let's go.
That witness they've been looking for. When they found him, they submitted it. Eyewitness saying he witnessed Kelsey grabbed the gun, fired the gun. Tory grabbed the gun when she fired it the 3rd or 4th time, knocked it out her hand. Boom, boom, boom. They turned that in Friday. The white lady said it in the press meeting. Monday, nigga, he got hit. Monday morning. 7 in the morning.
Yeah, that's impeccable timing.
And what's crazy, what they don't know is the neighbor nigga, Tory looked out for the nigga. So they always gonna use something close to you, but Tory not knowing he's a Canadian, he ain't no convict nigga. We all know, although I'm doing business with a Mexican, or I'm doing business with a Puerto Rican, or I'm doing business with a Dominican, you can't trust it. That nigga started trusting his neighbor because he felt they was cool.
Then let me ask you some question. Again. What will and Sick, you can probably answer this too. This man is from Canada. Why wasn't he authorized, or why was he able to get deported back to Canada?
Because how California works, I don't know how any other state works. If you commit a crime in California and you're illegal, you're going to give California their time. Okay, once you give them their time and they release you to ICE. They don't release you to your streets. You don't get on the bus or airport. They release you to ICE. ICE agency is the Border Patrol agency that deports. When you get to ICE, then they sit and talk to you. They give you the option if you want to stay. Do you want to cooperate and apply for this U visa program, what 21 Savage did, which says you have to cooperate with law enforcement. Can you give us something? Maybe you can give us something on the organization. I don't know. Maybe you can give us something worth our while to leave you here. Or if not, you're going to sit right here in the ICE facilities and they going to deport your ass. But you going to give them their time. You ain't just going to come over here, rob a nigga, shoot a nigga, kill a nigga, and then you just get sent back to your country. Bruh. Nigga, it be too much of that shit going on. Nigga, I'll come over here if I was a man and rob. So you telling me I can rob until I get caught. When I get caught, they just send me back to Mexico?
Report back.
No. You going to give them their time, and then they going to send you to ICE. And then ICE going to do what they going to do.
Yeah, it's like that everywhere else out of bed too.
And the fact that these immigrants
And any of
are
y'all that got
being
family members or friends that's Jamaican or whatever from that East Coast, ask them, or African, when the fuck they did their time before they got deported, if they didn't ask them did they want to cooperate and apply for the U visa program. Ask them. The niggas that got sent back told them eat a dick. Fuck you. Them niggas that stayed, they ain't good. Something up.
Can you repeat that program one more time?
U visa. Pull it up. It's called the U visa program. So it is, like if you pull up 21 Savage, you will see if you get caught up in a crime or anything like that, right? They can deport you. But they say, okay, do you want to apply for the U visa? You got something for us. You got something we can work with. It tells you, in order to be eligible for the U visa program, you have to agree to cooperate with law enforcement to the fullest extent. It's right there. Pull it up. So when the nigga got caught the second time with the dope and the gun in 2019, before COVID, and I started playing with him like, hey, bro, why you ain't been to court? What? You heard what I asked you, nigga. Yo, Wack, you know too much. First thing out of his mouth is, I know too much. Why you ain't been to court? Yo, 21 Savage, ain't you part of the U visa program? Nigga, I'm out of here.
So now he going at 21 Savage again, y'all. Pay attention.
And I started getting calls from the higher ups.
Pay attention.
Wack, can you please? Yo, that's my man.
From the higher up.
Am I lying on him? He ain't saying that. We ain't saying that out of respect of the business. Can you get off that? See, once I start getting them calls from the niggas in the industry that they know I do business with,
the feds.
Really up. But nigga, you registered in the U visa program. That's you. That's right there.
So then let me ask you this question, and you can ballpark this. How many informants is in the entertainment industry?
A lot. You're talking to one right now.
Even hell, movies.
I can't tell you that because I'm gonna be real. I don't see all of them as informants. If you's a street nigga hollering that shit, then I'm gonna see you as an informant. You know, a regular nigga just gonna go tell on you. You know, you go over there fucking with goddamn Kevin Lyles, nigga, he gonna just go call the feds and that's it. No fucking informant. He's a civilian. So I couldn't tell you how many, we can tell you how many that's on paperwork. And we go, look, we know how many niggas and got raped. Mystical, he's a rapist. Pac, he's a fucking rapist. We probably got a few more in there. And we just going off the paperwork. But, majority people in the music industry is regular people, bro. Shit. What you think they supposed to do? Handle it in a gangster way? They ain't doing that.
But I also would like to expound on that a little bit of that question. We know Praz from the Fugees was a CIA operative. So
I don't know.
That's Stats 280 is an informant, y'all.
You know that nigga, you a fed? Hold on, nigga. You a fed? No, but Stats, you see what I'm saying? Like, what you're saying right now, I don't know. But so for me to say you a fed because you know, and you probably know, maybe you read it, maybe I don't know where the fuck is that, right? But these niggas, just because they don't know something, you know something, they start telling you the police told you that. No, nigga, I know because it's right here, or maybe you know the niggas that's involved. But what you saying, I don't know. But shit, maybe you know. I don't know.
Wack is a fed, y'all.
Well,
to the ones who
I'm
don't
gonna put
know.
the link in the
He's an
chat
informant.
right here. Well, I was to stand correct. He was a FBI informant, so I put the link in the chat.
So what
But
type
like I
of
say,
dude is this dude? Is this dude a street dude or what is
this dude from the Fugees.
Okay, but I'm saying, is he a street dude? Is he, is he just a fucking entertainer? What is he?
Oh, now that I wouldn't be able to give
He from
that
my
much
town. No, he ain't
information
no
on.
street dude.
Okay, well, there you go. He probably got caught up.
Yeah, but however, he was big enough in the game to where he was dealing with international politics, influencing, even had connections to Obama. So ultimately, reason why I'm bringing this up is because the influence of intelligence agencies is definitely in the entertainment business. So that's the reason why I'm bringing it up.
Hey, bro, it's there across the board. It's if they find out something's going on, whoever's involved, they're gonna look. Okay, this is a weak link. This is what they do. He's a weak link. Okay, what is he doing wrong? Is he filing taxes wrong? Is the nigga paying for pussy? What is he doing? What dirt do we have on him? They find that, they knock on this door. Cuff him. We got you on this, you're looking at 10 years. Or you can tell us about this. See, square niggas be doing wrong shit too. What you think the square nigga gonna do?
So let me ask you this: would you say Diddy is a square nigga or is he a street nigga?
Definitely Diddy's a square nigga. Nigga, I expect Diddy to tell on everybody. We that's what we expect. We don't, listen, Diddy is just, he's his own monster. He's his own entity. Amongst him, you do what I say do. And those people that's around him, if you pay attention to the people that's around him. Pay attention to the people getting on that stand. How many street niggas you seen get on that stand? Talking about Diddy grabbed my ass. Diddy threw a typewriter at me. What type of people is getting on the stand? Regular motherfuckers. Diddy know he can't go do that shit with no real Harlem niggas? With no real New York niggas? Nigga throw something, you yell at a nigga, what? Bitch ass nigga. I done seen it happen to Suge. He tried a few homies. When Buntry slapped the shit out of him. Rock Chisholm, like, that shit don't work. So what they do, they keep them people around them they can do that shit to. That's why I don't know why Suge playing with Reggie. He know Reggie know all the secrets. He letting them go. You notice you don't hear Suge
too.
talking about Buntry never slapped me, because as soon as he say that, because Buntry rest in peace, all the homies that seen him slap the shit out of me gonna come out and be like, nah, nigga, on Paul Rui slapped you. So he gonna be quiet. So, you gotta remember,
Nigga be acting like you really that dude.
dealing with, if you paying attention, is regular people. Kid Cudi ain't no street nigga. That nigga on this app, King Los, he deal with Puffy all the time. Puffy yells and screams at him all the time. It's a fact. He portrayed to be, but he ain't that either. I know the nigga. He tried me one day. I had him sitting like a statue with his hands in the air staring at the wall for 10 minutes. This a fact. He know.
Just lying.
So, shit. If Puffy told on everybody today, ain't nobody, we ain't gonna, shit, it's Puff, nigga, what you think he gonna do? That's why the people telling on him, we ain't tripping. We like, Puff, you know how this shit go? You know what you dealing with? Puff, you know exactly what type of people you dealing with, nigga. Capricorn, come on, bro, like shit. What we talking about? The producer nigga, Lil Rod. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, yo, Wack, you think they gonna call Carisha up to this?
I don't think she gonna go. I don't think they gonna call her because Carisha ain't gonna help him. That's a little gutter bitch who enjoyed what she was doing. She told y'all, I like to be peed on. I like to be this. But they could book her. That drug mule nigga could cross her. Because I don't know if y'all remember that initial allegation when Puff was in like the Carolinas somewhere. And they said, Puff said we need some pink cocaine or whatever that shit is. And he got on the phone.
You know what that is.
Put Carisha on the jet, and they said Carisha showed up with it. So if they get that drug mule, that white boy they let go in 3 days, they ain't charged. To say, I brought Carisha the dope, and they got that plane leaving. You didn't cross 2, 3, 4 states. Now you got a trafficking charge. So maybe they can use that to make her bend. Bend to say what? I don't know.
That's a fact. Jesus peace. That's a fact. Reggie will be talking his ass right into a jail. Watch.
They let everybody else go, just took him. Backpack full of dope. So now if they ask him, how many trips like this you done took? And he say 10. Y'all that know the feds,
hit that like button like you like some.
Right? Ghost dope. Okay? They got a charge called ghost dope. If they catch you one time with 5 pounds and they can prove you made 10 trips, they gonna charge you 5 pounds times 10, 50 pounds, and charge up on a ghost dope. Pull it up.
Yeah, I most definitely do that. And my question is, my next follow-up question is, when we talk about the gang or the street politics and this entertainment industry, and it to me, it's just really confusing because you got a person like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Please
Was he
share my
considered a
live.
street dude,
Please
or was
share the
he
live, please.
a civilian?
I sat down with Takashi in the interview because you got to remember, just because I take a nigga from next door because I feel like he got something, and I say I'm gonna take you around my homies,
Oh,
and
let me
you
take
this
this District 13 shit down.
don't make you a street nigga. I asked him, did you get put on? No. You got jumped in? No. You put some work in? No. So what did you do to be from the hood? Shit, Wack. I went and bought 50 red bandanas, passed them out for the video shoot, and the video shoot went viral, so they let me stay around. It's not a street nigga to me, bro. And the dummies that let him stay around got exactly what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? You tried to manipulate the nigga and got manipulated. How in the fuck is Tekashi telling these feds about shit from 5 years ago when you niggas only been running 18 months? How he know about that happened 5 years ago and that happened five? How'd he know? Who told him? This nigga's supposed to go to the studio, to the club, to the stage, back home, that's it. You got these niggas on the block doing this, and then I tell everybody, he was the only one looking at the kingpin
Yeah,
of
let's get
48
them likes
years.
up,
Why?
please.
Because all of them told the
Thank
police
you.
he the one gave us the money to buy the guns. He the one gave us the money to go shoot a nigga. He the one gave us the money to buy the dope, to flip the dope. So I'm gonna look at you niggas as really the foul ones. This nigga right here did what he's supposed to do. He needed you for a look for the music industry. He got his look. He still benefit today. And when the shit hit the fan, he went back civilian on your ass. What he always been and told on you niggas because y'all told on him. Me personally, I would have had to take the hit. That's just the dumbass street code. Nigga, take the hit. Even though they say something about you, you can't say something about them. That's the code. Tekashi don't come from that. And them dudes that was trying to use him should have known he don't come from that, and he wasn't that. So why have him around that?
And what's interesting, it's indicative to use Tekashi 6ix9ine, who is a Puerto
Now he
Rican
using
or a
Deuce Tim's
resurrected
word. Look at this
nigga,
nigga.
and then use that to
Stealing
say,
everything.
oh, we ain't arguing fighting with Mexican. You let a
This
Mexican
nigga stealing
inside
it
your
all.
organization to fuck y'all up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a total fact. Now it's looking even more crazy, because I'm going to be real. Over here, they give them niggas the green light to tell on us and line us up, and ain't know nothing happened to them. Mexicans could tell on a nigga and ain't nothing going to happen to them over here. Straight up. Amongst they people.
But then again, so because you pointed out a formula, man, it's and you older, so you probably more embedded into the it sounds like the younger generations that's jumped in or activated, they don't follow the same code that you do, Wack. So
Well, I'm gonna be real. It's really when I sat back, I was one of them dudes. I was kind of just born into the shit. I was on the block. My older brothers was this, that. When they came back bleeding or whatever happened, because they got into it with the niggas across the street. So you learn to not like the niggas across the street. So then when you go to the park and you see the niggas across the street, little brothers, we start fighting them. You know, we saying our words, they saying they words. We ain't even put on or nothing. But because our older brothers or uncles, that's what's going on. And then eventually we grow into it. We get to a certain age and we start doing more heinous things, and that's what happens, right? But when you really think about it, how this shit started, a lot of this shit started and was structured by people in the eighth, ninth grade with a third grade fucking reading level. And it's this nigga started over a leather jacket, or this started over a beef over a broad. So I mean, the structure that it come from has all been selective based upon who's in the hot seat. If that's such and such uncle or little brother who's that, they look the other way. If this is a nigga that's a weaker link and he did the same crime, then they crucify him. So it's really no structure with none of this shit, because it leads to nothing. It don't lead to nothing
Hit
but
that like button like you like some people. Show me your boys some love.
street gangs lead to a successful business. It doesn't. It's not structured that way. So when y'all use the word structure, like what exactly are we
Salute to
talking
Coach Tut.
Well, yeah, I mean that's understood, and from my understanding, right? I get you, and I understand. I'm thinking it's
They
like
don't get him. These niggas just
hierarchy,
be
my friend?
lying.
You got a hierarchy. Most hierarchies, right, structure things for the benefit of results, a gain. Where's the gain? Where's the results? The craziest shit I heard, my homeboy put a nigga on under his name and told him, blood, you ain't solidified until you go to jail. Where's the structure in that? So you get put on the gang on the streets, and now a nigga might kill you because where you from. And now your next achievement is when you go to jail. That's a step back. That ain't a step forward, right? I mean, this is what this shit is. People don't like to talk about it because they like to glorify it like it really means something. You know, but I mean, we gonna keep it real. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Wack. You be outside, man. Slay said he seen you the other day, man. You be outside for real. You
I
see my
go wherever
homie.
I want to go when I want to go. I
Hey,
may
who
not
were
go
you
when you
with?
tell me to go, but I'm gonna be right where I want to be. Me and my girl.
Yeah.
Listen to
It's gonna
this
be what
nigga
it's gonna
throat.
be. I don't know what these
That's a
niggas be talking.
fact.
You got a bunch of niggas that ain't never seen me in
Listen,
their life telling me where I don't be. That's the shit.
but you got my homies calling me, telling me, oh man, and you make sure you. Hey, he said he rubbed me on the shoulder.
Mind y'all, that's that crackhead dude. I forgot his name.
Hey, my nigga be
I seen
outside.
Slay on Hollywood
Yeah, that's
Boulevard.
what
Hashtag crackhead, whatever his
I
name
seen
in the
the other
chat.
dude. I was
Y'all
out
know
there
who
about
that
an
is.
hour and a half. It was hot as a firecracker. I seen the other dude, West Side, yesterday. I seen him
What's that fool name?
somewhere. I mean, I see a lot of people, but what I'm
M&S.
saying is
M&S.
people on Clubhouse
That's
because
who
you're
that
from
was. M&S.
Cincinnati or you're from New Jersey or you're from New York or Philly and you hollering you can't come. That's one dude that has no say-so or control over that. See, I understand coming from this land of crippin' and blood, there's always the opposition. See, the rappers got real good at doing it. If I'm getting into it with Wack, okay, let me tap in with the Crips, right? They got a few rappers over there. We do a few things. They move around with us. It's always the opposition in your city.
Hashtag crackhead M&S in the chat, please.
If it's that serious, niggas just tap in with what don't fuck with you anyway.
I get you.
Right?
Yeah, I get you. So what? Was that be an example of the conflict that you got with Big U? Would that be an example of that?
No, see, the reason why me and Big U shit didn't get bloody is because his homeboys understood me and Big U's relationship.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And all of them would tell him, we ain't getting involved in that nigga. Nah, because he know what he know because of you. Nah, nigga, when shit was going on, you would tell us, let me holler at Wack, see what he want us to do. Nah, he tried to get them involved, but they wouldn't because it was too close. And then over the years, I was doing business with a lot of them people over there. So they like, nigga, now all of a sudden, you and him got an issue with fuck him? Nah, nigga. Y'all do what y'all do, bro. But shit, I'm gonna continue my business. So it was too much intertwined in that. And Big U would have been a Keita Rock or a S-Mac, it would have been a bloody situation because them is monsters from over there. Big U wasn't a monster, he was just a name. You know what I'm saying? He was a name. And then what we did for him by enhancing his name in the music business and putting him with this person and putting him with that person, it just made it a little more bigger, but it was a facade. Like I tell people, you go show me a song or any hit or anything or something big you didn't put out that it meant something. You know, we back then we was pushing the West Coast thing, so we made a lot of shit look bigger than what it was. We pretty good at that shit. A lot of these gangs, these niggas be claiming 3,000 miles away, it be 8 niggas on that same block right here on the West Coast. They just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? So that only went as far as it went because Big U was not that type of guy in that jungle. They got them type of niggas. Keita Rock, that type of nigga. You get into it with Rock, some shit gonna die, some shit gonna drop. He ain't going to sleep. The niggas Omar from The Wire. It's a few niggas like that over there. He's not that type of dude. He's the type of dude that had influence to gather, but his first move ain't to do that kind of shit. That ain't when he went and did the last time, he was working up under somebody. It wasn't his move. Hey, nigga, we gotta move. We finna go rob these niggas. You coming? Get in the car. And then he got in the car. That was Eddie Boy's move. Eddie Boy was the master. That's why he got the 32 and Big U got the 24. You know what I'm saying? So, that man sat right here in my home on my couch, and I've listened to his grievances and his concerns and his worries. So, I know the nigga. Y'all may want to think he one way. I know it. I know what he can. He'll fight you all day long. A nigga will fight 100 niggas all day. You talking about getting out there in the street, going to war with that other shit? That ain't what he do. You've never heard anybody reference him to that kind of shit. That's not what he does. Me, on the other hand, when they get fucked up, he know how I'm coming. Straight up. I'm gonna fight a war the best way I know I can win it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to talk about prison and Big U fighting, he fought when he had to. Yes, he would. He's very good at it. He's 5th degree black belt. He's a big boxer. But he also was a Muslim in prison. He was the E-man of the yard. So he wasn't really always dealing with the Crip and Blood aspect of shit. How he got away with it like that, I don't know. But he did. They gave him favor. You know what I'm saying? So, I really wasn't worrying about that because I know him.
Hit that like button like you like something.
He'll fight you, though. Quick. He'll
So
fight
quick,
5 of y'all one time, no problem.
quick question, Wack. So there's no truth to the rumor that that Debo from Friday was supposed to be based off of Big U.
No, that character was based off.
Yes, it was.
Debo was based off, I believe, a homie from Venice Showline. I forget his real name.
Why he lying?
What you call it? Became a fan of Big U. Big U used to bring that nigga around all the time. So maybe in his mind, if he's saying he was portraying his actions on Big U, maybe that's what that was. But that character was written behind. You can Google it.
You talking about Tiny Lester? You talking about?
Yeah, but the character in Friday was
Yeah.
written behind a whole nother nigga. I believe it's the homie from like Venice Showline or something. He was a Crip nigga. He was a Debo type nigga.
I forgot a lot of people's names at the time, bro. I gotta do a few more.
You ain't a 60 till you kill a 60.
But I'm gonna get it right.
Knock your ass down over there, bro. Ain't no nigga running
Hold
around
on.
there going in no nigga pockets like that over there, bro. Them niggas will get you ain't gonna last long. That ain't gonna happen.
And that's the issue with the whole neighborhood car and just encrypting in general.
But you see yours on there though, right?
That's not gonna happen, bro. I don't give a fuck if a nigga 80 pounds. Nigga got a blower that weigh 40. You is not finna be going over there doing that to people. It ain't gonna happen. Somebody gonna kill you. Straight up. Either you got the popularity vote or you got the voter favor.
But you know what though, Wack? I do think Debo is seen in the eyes of Deuce Sims. Like I think Deuce Sims see him as Debo because how he turned him to be a mascot for 6-0.
That's what he did.
That was amazing.
He lost his credibility with his people because they envy. And when he said, I'm the voice of Big U, that fucked them brims up, nigga. Them brims in the neighborhood and 6-0s, nigga. You talking about VNG, Black Peastone, Fruit Town. All them niggas is...
Stats 280. He say he won't smoke, Deuce Sims.
And it was crazy because
he say he won't smoke.
The nigga that orchestrated the roll-up of his brother. Now, what he don't know, and I'm going to tell you, Stats, and I put you on the phone and let you hear from the nigga. I know Big U. Big U know me. We know each other, nigga. We know our movement. We know each other. Nigga, when I seen that nigga had him at Crenshaw High passing out backpacks, right? I said, oh, nigga, he lining you up. You don't even know it. The fact that he did that room on Big U's never gonna let that go. This nigga
Yeah, he was
hold
calling them
grudges.
COINTELPRO.
He called it
And mind you,
COINTEL. He
and
ran the
peep this,
first
Wack.
room. Like,
Wack, keep this. How you gonna try to double back and say, "Oh, nah, we had a conversation"? No, you read verbatim what
listen,
was in the contract,
listen
and
to
that's
me,
what
bro.
your conclusion was. So
Listen
how
to
you
me,
gonna say,
Stat.
"Oh, we had a
Follow me
conversation"?
on this. Follow me on this. Big U heard all that. He heard it. He know who the nigga brother is that he rolled up in the penitentiary, the Booger Brim nigga. It's all behind him and some debts to the 60 card, right? Big U, let that nigga come down here, get him comfortable. I swear to God, about 6 months ago, nigga called me. Wack, what's up? Hey, you know the boogeyman was over there shooting dice when that boy was passing out backpacks. I said, who that? He said, this nigga running his mouth, this do some niggas. I said, oh yeah, which one? He said, the one that got Dale Dog up out of here. I said, what the fuck he doing over there on the west side shooting dice? He said, well, you know, the boy didn't gave me the green. He said the next time around, he'll never see it coming because he seen him once. They was lying in the nigga. He lucky Big U went to jail. Nigga, there's no way. Bro, I know this nigga. You are not finna, me and Big.
He got a phone call, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, he got a phone call. Y'all like the new Stand on the Media artwork so far? I gotta look. I was putting in all the names that I could remember, and it kept doing in the wrong effing order. So it was last minute, but I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna redo it and make sure I get all the names on there. But man, it's a lot of names. I be forgetting the names, so I'm just curious why ain't nobody talking right now. Ain't nobody gonna come off their mic and say nothing. Hold on, am I kicked offline though? Yo, oh I am. Damn it, it's the internet. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to get back in.
Nobody
There
coerced
we
you.
go.
You read this. He flagged that to get it off the page, but it's still up there.
Bro, I
Like
swear. And
he
listen,
definitely.
look, let me tell you the crazy part about it, right? When I'm sitting here hearing
CEO Rick, what up, my guy?
Deuce M's go at Stutterbox, right? This when I knew it was a play, right? I said, this nigga don't understand the politics.
You know what I mean,
He been
huh?
gone too long. You can call Stutterbox a rat. You can call him all of that. But what's one thing you still got to call him? Stats.
No,
A
he's still.
Muslim. A
Yeah,
Muslim.
he's still like.
He's a Muslim.
I
Listen
said that
to me.
too, Super Dub
This
Nation. Salute to
Farrakhan's
Rick, though.
nephew. Nigga, that politic gonna outweigh and supersede all that. What is Big U?
A Muslim.
This stupid ass bozo ass nigga. And guess who you think called me and say, Wack, the big fella gave me the green. We just waiting for him to come back. So what they did was he was passing out the backpacks.
Salute.
He's had a few East Side niggas over there shooting dice. So when he see these niggas again, it look normal. And then there it go. See, these niggas don't be understanding this shit over here. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. That nigga's a Muslim, nigga. Not only is a Muslim, that's Farrakhan's nephew for real. If you
Yeah.
think you gonna sit up there on that stage, on that thing, and say what you saying about this nigga, the more
No
Big you
problem.
agreed and didn't say nothing, the more I
Fix
knew
it. I
it.
want
And
to see
then he
them
called.
change.
I tell niggas, Wack, you talk to Box. Box call me like every other week. Nigga, he gonna call my phone. Wack, what's up? Blessings to you and the family. My apologies again. I'm going to continue to apologize until I gain the brotherhood back. My wife's condition is this. My daughter was asking about you. My son say he going to give you a call. Boom, 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 boom. I don't lie to niggas. I tell a nigga. He called me. He know I'm going to watch his ass from over there, but you stupid ass nigga, you really thought you had this nigga favor, who you told the world was COINTELPRO first. And he didn't use you to pass out backpacks, let you discredit yourself with your own tribe by saying you the voice of him and you know y'all ops. And now you going at this nigga that is a Muslim.
Yo, he
And
lost
he ain't
credibility.
saying nothing. He ain't even see the play. I tell niggas, bro, if you ain't from over here, you don't understand this shit.
Stats 280. Sit back, relax. Let Wack talk.
Your motherfucking ass, you won't even know what happened, bro.
Yeah, let Wack
Yo,
talk.
he lost credibility when he did the shit in response to Sam. Bro, I did not understand how he himself will go up there and say, I am the voice of everything official Big U. And then
Lou from the Lou, what up, my guy?
what he would have done or what Big Sam should have done in a situation with his brother.
Hey, bro,
Like, that is insane to me, bro. Like, that's insane.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you. That's when you saw what you call it go over there to the brims. What's the little nigga used to be in Chuck room? The little nigga from neighborhood, little dude. What's that nigga name? Always be in Big Chuck room. He a little neighborhood crib dude from like West
You
Covina.
talking about?
Hit that like button like you like something.
Yeah, there you go. Rich went to the brims after he said that. He went over there. And said, hey, y'all know where I'm from. You know, my people gave me passes over here. They let them hear. They said, oh, no, blood tripping. What you mean? He the voice the nigga? What? That nigga from 6-0. That's
He damn sure is, my guy.
So,
yeah, that was
I'm telling
cold.
but he ain't, this nigga so slow. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what's going on with you. You have no idea what's going on with you. You don't even get, he using you because he need a social media thing. But yet he's going to get his get back for how you violated him by getting you comfortable with him, and now you coming into the lion's den. Come over here once. All love, nigga, cool. Take the pictures. Yeah, there you go. Who's that? Oh, that's just the homies. They over there shooting dice. When you bring your ass back, I can talk about it now because the nigga gone. He already gave the nigga the green. The green was on him. 4 of them called me. Whack that nigga. As soon as he come back, pack backpacks up, nigga, we gonna send that nigga to see God about it. Yeah, they gave the green. You think you safe. Bozo? That's why I'm like, bro, ain't no way you don't, but he been gone too long. That nigga up in where he at. You know that. We
Master
never
lost
heard it,
contact.
bro. Me and this dude is close in age. I never heard of this dude with like when it was on and the streets was the streets and we was out here doing our shit, even in the music, and we was crossing that shit up. I never heard of this dude. I heard of Bistro. Now that's a Fruit Town brim. That's the one we heard of him. You know what I'm saying? We all know him. He call our phone. We gonna salute the G homie, but I never seen you with him. That nigga had the biggest hydraulic fucking shop in LA called Do It Fluid. Nigga from a Fruit Town brim. I ain't never seen you up there. I ain't never heard the homie say your name. I ain't never nothing. No nothing. He did everybody. My shit, DMX shit, Suge shit, Pac shit. We never see. We too close in age. That's what I'm like, bro. We too close in age, bro. I don't know you. But I called over there and they said, Wack, nigga did some weird shit with a broad and he been gone out of town. We don't know what the nigga on.
You talking
That's
about when
why I
he
didn't
threw the
fuck with
girl
him.
in the trunk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I
he
didn't,
threw the chick in the trunk. He said that was mutual combat.
Nigga, he beat that girl up and threw her in the trunk, bro. Ain't no mutual combat. We all got mamas and sisters and nieces, nigga. Mutual combat. There's never a reason you need to beat a female up and throw her in the fucking trunk. I don't give a fuck what's coming out her mouth. You know what I'm saying? No, how about you get in your car?
Why he thought to throw her in the trunk? Like, when you about to take her? Like,
I don't know, bro. He drove off with her in the trunk.
Bag of like groceries is different.
Yeah,
But
so you know.
yo, but you
It's
know what's
real
funny,
shit,
right?
bro.
I heard
Stats, one
Yael
thing I
said that
can respect about you is somebody said, bro, Stats seen them niggas work a real play trying to create some fake shit. He was like, bro, that ain't what I do, homie. And I don't fuck with that, bro. It is what it is. And I'm going to be real. 90% of me and you is him. I told
yeah.
niggas, I said, man, I ain't got nothing against Stats, man. I like Stats. Stats talking shit. He's a very intelligent brother, right? The nigga smart. Y'all can say what y'all want. He's smart. Y'all say what the fuck y'all want. I don't hate on niggas. I ain't got to fuck with you, But nigga, if you doing something to be saluted and congratulated about, I'ma salute a nigga. Cause the minute you don't, even if a nigga is your op, the minute you don't honor your op's strength, the nigga become your weakness. That's a fact.
Type shit.
But
Type shit.
you know, end of the day, end of the day, you know, this is an app. Some of these niggas, I think, I don't know for what reason, I get under their skin from them watching me. Now that's crazy, nigga. I'm not finna watch a nigga and he get under my skin because of whatever he doing ain't got nothing to do with me. But this nigga really was like, Wack, can we do some business? Wack, I need your help. Wack, I got this NFT, could I use your plug? I'm like, bro, I don't know you. I don't know you, homie. And the first thing he did wrong was approach me with the blood shit. See, you got better action me fucking with you just coming at me regular. Because, first of all, I don't know if you're doing something wrong. If you're doing anything illegal, I ain't fucking with you, first of all. Second of all, I really don't like doing business with gang members. I don't. They just don't understand the business. It always go back to some ignorant shit.
Yeah, even
So
with Yael. Yael had a
I
real good
looked out for
moment.
Yael. I looked out for
Yeah,
Yael.
he had a real good moment. He could have really made something of himself, but now he just like they whacked
Bro,
his name out in his own hood.
no,
They
bro,
whacked his
listen
name out.
to me. Listen to me. I don't know if you caught it on to it, right? And a lot of y'all didn't wake up. When Yael was in that room talking crazy about Roddy Ricch, right? Whoa. He was doing that because he felt like Roddy wouldn't come on the app. It didn't nobody had no reach to his neighborhood. I told him, nigga, if I tell Roddy to come on here, he gonna come on here. I'm gonna call his neighborhood first. Hey, I need Roddy to come on here. Wack, you got him? I got him. Okay. On Park Village, you got our blessing. Then I'll call Roddy. Roddy, need you to come on the app. He say, oh, gee, you know how my homies is. I said, I just talked to whoop. They say, they gave you the blessing? Yeah, okay, send me the link. So, nigga, I'm already there. See, us that did this gangbang shit young and early, we all did time together. If you pay attention, you will hear Crips do interviews that say, oh, nah, me and Wack, I remember Wack coming to unit, it wasn't even no Bloods in there. He was fighting everybody. We learned to love and respect him. And then 20 years later, I called bro and told him I was caught up and I had a kid and shit. He went over there and made sure the kid had the clothes. And then we called him by some turkeys and shit. We was showing the hood. He pulled up and sent him over there. Yeah, we fuck with Cuz. Cuz always been solid. I remember when we was over here in the hole and the Mexicans jumped me, nigga, he came out, nigga, caught a time charge and helped me. Had nothing to do with him. So I be telling niggas, that Crip and Blood shit don't work with me. I'm not a gangbanger. I'm a politicker. And I'm excellent at it. Whoever feed the people, lead the people. That's the law of any motherfucking land. A man gonna beat his chest in that household, the head of his household, because he the nigga feeding the household. Fidel Castro stayed in power over there as long as he did because he fed the people. Everybody got a certain amount of this and a certain amount. This what this shit is. And these niggas be on some isolating themselves on this and on that. Hey, nah, nigga, I'm Wack. I fuck with who I fuck with. Yesterday, I come out this fucking shit. That swear to God. R&B say, baby, it's like 7 niggas in the parking lot. That's cool. I come out, they get out the car. They head nod me. They head nod. They say Deco in the back seat. I said, okay. He popped the window. I thought that was your motherfucking truck. Fuck you doing over here, nigga? Getting something to you with my woman. All right, well, we're gonna get you to the freeway. These niggas is 8-9 East Coast Crips for real. His homie asked him on the phone, man, why you moving Wack like that? When I was looking at life, when the blood told on me, I went and told Wack. The niggas that was coming to court, stopped coming to court. When all our houses was in jeopardy on our block, our mamas and grandmamas didn't pay the taxes, we called Wack. Wack came over, they got all the business straight, didn't charge us nothing. I don't give a fuck what's going on with Wack. We forever with that nigga. See, these niggas is playing different. They over here playing a tic-tac-toe game. Do good by people, they do good by you. That's your backyard. I got a bunch of niggas over there love me to death. Stats, you ain't crazy. You know what my house at over there. You think I'm going to land somewhere and not know the landscape of the land? No. That's by instruction. What's up with this area? Whack that straight. We got some people here, and there. Boom, 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 bam. Love. I'm not a gangbanger, bro. Don't. I'm from where I'm from. But don't put me in that box. I got some Crips that love me. I got some Bloods that hate me. I got some Crips that's family. I got some Bloods that's enemy. And vice versa, bro. That's me.
Type shit. But you know the thing that fucked me up though
Hold on, I
is when
want to
we
ask
saw
both
the
of y'all this
video.
question though. Stats, I want to ask Stats. I want to ask y'all this question because y'all talking about the landscape of the gangs in California, man. So what was the downfall, would y'all say, of a Nipsey Hussle then with that type of
Downfall Nipsey Hussle was Nipsey was being too true to his neighborhood. He had already achieved, listen, pay attention to game. I told nigga this a long time ago. That nigga Gang go back to cop anytime he want to. Gang motherfucking ass live in them hills behind the motherfucking gate. Gang motherfucking studio over there with the regular people. This nigga and Boosie told every nigga. What Boosie told every rapper? If you stay where, what's gonna happen? You stay in your hood, they gonna kill you. Envy, jealousy, bro. Niggas get jealous, my nigga. They see your girl that played your song or liked your shit. Fuck cuz. Fuck blood. Bitch ass nigga. I remember when we went to school, that nigga was broke. Nigga, I squabble better than cuz of blood. I did more time than blood. I can bench press more. Fuck that nigga. Here come the plot. Bro, the common man is always gonna get touched. Niggas say, Wack, you go to your neighborhood every now and again. And when I do go, I just pop up. It's usually when one of my homies and got out, I want to go bless him or something that happened, I go through. But if you think you gonna know Wack at a park or in the garage or in the alley every day, you out your damn mind. Nip is at the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. The heartbeat to his hood. Rolling 60s is one of the biggest and most hated sets in LA. Every time a nigga want to go put in work, they go to Crenshaw and Slauson. And guess who's there? The most popular nigga in the motherfucking neighborhood. Your homies is hating on you. Enemies is hating on you. You heard Munchie B. We ran up in there 50 deep, raided his store, whooped on his daddy, and went out. He should have moved that store to Fairfax District. Like everybody else. Soldier Boy and them go, take your store over there, nigga. What the fuck is you? For one, you killing your money. Niggas ain't coming from out of town going over there. Niggas, you crazy? They'd go over there to Fairfax District, though. He wanted to be too true to something that wasn't true to him.
Yeah, I second that. Also, I would like to speak on the perspective of the fact of California's demographic, where you have organized groups where they can actually become a voting bloc in a political spaces, because that's essentially what you need. You know, we talk about these territories where if there's no ownership, you could be removed. You get what I'm saying? So if we really gonna talk about, you
Man,
know,
these informants are something else,
how we
aren't
can
they?
have a stronghold or say so in our community, it would be in those directions.
Well, I most definitely appreciate the question, especially for me being a civilian and not necessarily knowing it. But my conclusion is like this
He
game,
said better. I wonder who he's talking about.
shit that motherfuckers be
Who's better?
marketing. This shit really dead.
As a motherfucker, bro.
I don't know who better is.
Let's look at the prisons.
Am I
300
annoyed and upset with
prisons.
CS2 back being an informant and out here arresting our people? Yeah, I mean you should too, Rick. You know, like you should feel some kind of way about that, Rick. You should feel some kind of way that Wack 100 really is an informant, and he out here locking up our people. Now, if that's if that's your thing, then I mean, I ain't gonna knock a pork chop out your mouth. Don't knock one out of ours. You know what I mean? I haven't said nothing to you. I welcomed you with open arms. I don't really care what your what your affiliation still is. That's no concern of mine, really. We just know your past. You just gotta understand though, when you moved the way you moved in the past and did some of the things you did, you will be criticized for it. We also understand if you grew a backbone and didn't do it, we wouldn't probably know you as CEO Reek today. But I think we would have known you as one of the best people on Clubhouse to ever run a room on Clubhouse. That's what I can definitely say you would be revered as today if you had grew a backbone. But that's neither here or there. The nation that follows me and many others in this YouTube room right now, we understand what Wack is. We understand he's an informant, and he's out here locking our people up, and he has his hands in a lot of things that is not good for our culture. Whether you want to believe that or you affiliate yourself with that, that's your business, over here though, that's our stance. You know what I mean?
I'm from Paru. I'm not gonna forget that, cause the next nigga ain't gonna forget it. But do you hear Wack running around disrespecting the nigga Crip set and starting the motherfucking Crip?
So you okay with somebody from our community intentionally going out of his way to lock our people up?
This shit is we knew it to be.
Can I turn this down so we can have this discussion? Y'all can still hear me though, right? So, CEO Reek, let's get this understood. I want everybody to track this in the chat, record this, screenshot this, screen record this, all this, because we need to get an understanding from CEO Reek. So, CEO Reek, you saying to us that it's okay for Wack, right, to be this informant in our communities and in the music industry, pretending to be something that he's not, just to get information on them, to get them locked up, and push a government agenda. That because niggas get locked up every day. That. Am I understanding that correctly? Because that's essentially what this is. See, because here I stand on the media, I shoot it straight down the middle. I don't need to do the bells and the whistles. Let's just call it what it is. He's an informant that is pushing the agenda of a government that does not give a damn about the black community, that want to see us assembled, want to see us stripped. So when this war pop off, we are at a disadvantage. That's the deeper agenda. And you're a smart person, CEO Reek, so I know you can see the forest beyond the trees, right? So you okay with that? Well, I'll turn this back up until we get a response from CEO Ray.
Police Academy Trade School. I got 8 of them that went to the Air Force and got out.
He 100% did mark Reek out.
They can get on
I say I heard that firsthand several different times. But I mean, like I said, CEO Reek chose his journey. He chose his path. I mean, I'm not here to, to knock it out your mouth. 3 years later, I'm not concerned about old quarrels that don't affect me today. It does affect. So, are you part of the black community, or you just go with where the wind blows? Because I'm confused. Isn't it about the next generation that's coming? So, well, you are. You know what though, CEO Reek? Let's just be 100 now. Let's be transparent. You are a selfish person. Because that's selfishness right there, and that I can say at least he's honest about what he is and who he is, because this the guy that'll follow you on Clubhouse just to take the follow back. He only followed you because Wack put the pressure on you to follow somebody, or people will be like, "Hey man, I followed you, man, follow me back." He'll do it, then he'll take it back because he wanted his numbers to look a certain way. So it does fit who you are, CEO Rick. You are the type of person that don't care about nobody but you. You know what I mean? Like fuck the next generation, right? Fuck them little niggas, them little niggettes. It's about you today. That's okay. That's okay. CEO Reek. Ain't no, hey man, hey. Hey, I ain't gonna knock a pork chop out your mouth, bro. Please just don't knock one out of ours. Let us rock out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say the shit you saying in the chat, man. Just do your thing, man. But let's not do this. You know what I mean? But at least he's honest though, right? At least he's honest. He know he a selfish dude, man. He know he don't give a damn about the next generation. He don't give a damn about the next brother, the next sister. It's about him and him only. At least he honest about it. At least he claims it. You know what I mean?
He changed his life and wrote some
Salute the CEO Reek.
Even a Canadian that told in that
shit crazy.
Canadian cricket, he was,
man, where do they make these people from, man? God damn. These people quiet. Hey, this is some crazy shit to me. So how you don't get marked out? How you so how you don't get marked out on the internet? Y'all screen cuss now. I mean, in the world of Clubhouse, bro, when y'all would have 100 people yelling at one person. Remember CEO Reek when you participated in it? You know what I'm saying? What's good for the goose is always good for the gander, my guy. See, when somebody else was on the other side of that, I can remember hearing your voice talking about they got packed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? When y'all was doing it to others, it was a pack out. Now, when it happens to you or y'all, that's different. It's not different. In y'all rules of Clubhouse, when a nigga just cussing you out and violating you, couldn't do that. That's a pack out. Now I agree with you on the premise that this is a phone. This ain't in my face. This ain't in my presidency. But the difference between me and you were, I never participated in that because that sounded silly to me. So I just didn't even participate in that. But again, like I say, each his own, man. You did what you did for you, man. I ain't shit. You know, it is what it is. But we just taking y'all own rules of Clubhouse. That was a pack out. You got packed out a few times. Wack packed you out a few times. Pulled up on you or claimed to pull up on you. Act like he was going to pull up on you. Had Creek about to pull out his dreads. Creek was about to nosedive off the 405 with you, bro. He was upset. Wack was on his bumper. Yeah. We remember all that. That's what I'm saying. See, when you went and did all that on Clubhouse, right? Because you chose to work with this informant over your integrity. This is what happens. People remember. Now, I personally didn't take a shot at you when you first came in. I swear to God, I wasn't even going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. It's old news for me. To be honest with you, CEO Reek, respectfully, that's old news to me too. Like that's old news for me, bro. You did what you did. That ain't that. You know what you did. Don't what you eat don't make me shit. But if my people that's in the chizzy feel some kind of way about it, they gonna speak on it. I mean, you did it. You know, can't cry over it now.
The middle
salute to the chat.
And think you're gonna be successful. Something gonna happen to you, or they gonna force you to do something to somebody, and you're gonna be right there with everybody.
Hey, I agree, CEO Reek. If I had debates 1-on-1, that's a debate. I'm not known for screaming and cussing to win a debate. Facts. I agree with you. But again, the difference between me and you was I would never put myself in them positions. You did. And the end result was niggas was packing you up by y'all rules, not ours. Y'all made them rules. You guys made that up on the 100 side. That was y'all. So you can't be mad when the people call you what you guys would consider it doing it to someone else. It's the same for you. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. You should have chose more carefully. You should have chose not to fuck with that. You should have went. You should have run. You should have went around that. Cause you was doing your shit when before you got with Wack, man. You was doing your shit, bro. Is that? How was that him? And he's in the room talking right now. That's weird.
I had him up there. I'm pretty sure
Oh
y'all
well,
can
he be
go on
texting.
YouTube.
Oh
Right?
yeah, it's
Nipsey
text.
Hussle on
Okay,
Shade 45. Y'all
could
find
be.
3-4 times. Right?
Niggas is weird, bro. If that's really the case, man, these niggas is weird. Oh man, this is good content. This is real good content, y'all. Salute to the content, man. Stand on the media. We definitely in the building today.
This is what K Slade did for me on account of you and him. So about 2 years passed by. I run into Nip at Platinum on Melrose.
Go play in traffic. It's crazy. Hilarious.
Why
yo.
60 business? I said, nigga, I ain't rolling.
He said, "Go play in traffic." No pun intended. No pun.
Because why I couldn't get that verse with Slay. He looked at me. So what the fuck K Slay got to do?
That's funny.
You got all the benefits, right?
Sure, that's
why he
funny.
gotta be in like he did you? And why the fuck
Go
I
play
use my
in traffic is diabolical.
and now I'm looking crazy to my mans.
Preferably, she said the 405. That shit, man, I was not trying to do this. But that shit right there alone was the lowest shit I've ever seen in my life. See, I knew right there the type of moral and integrity compass these group of people really have, man. When these people played like CEO Reek was about to commit suicide or committed it, and played on these people heartstrings like that for content, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You knew the devil had arrived. And it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. See, in our community, we rather take from each other, mislead each other, manipulate each other. We don't want to work with each other. We don't want to help each other. We don't want to rejoice with each other because it's easier just to fuck each other over, to play in each other's face. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to us, that's what we do. You know, we go along with shit. You know, CEO Rika say, "Nah, man, I ain't the one who ran with that. You notice I ain't say nothing." That's the point. You didn't say nothing. You sat on your fucking hands and let that fake ass narrative run. So you excluded, nigga, because you didn't say anything? Man, you played on people's heartstrings there, my guy. While real people out here deal with suicide thoughts every motherfucking day. I.e. my daughter, when she was younger, all type of shit. Now I ain't say that for y'all to show no sympathy my way. I'm just pointing shit out. You played on people's heartstrings, on the vulnerability of people, for content. Call it what you want to call it. That was fuck shit. And you was okay with it. Y'all was okay with it. I didn't say nothing. Like that's supposed to, oh, we're good now.
Right? Melrose. Right? You see, Black Sam didn't go to the burger stand on Crenshaw and Slauson and rent that out. Yeah, he definitely, because he wasn't one of them. Think about it. Nip been in county jail one time, 60 days fighting a rape case. Only time he did time. He ain't never been to the joint. He wasn't one of them niggas out there laying shit down and all that kind of shit. That wasn't what he was known for. He was rapping. Shit, keep it real. For those of y'all follow Nip, you would know he was conscious rapping before he was gangster rapping.
Right, I asked that because he seemed like he came from a decent background. I know a lot of us come from decent backgrounds, still get caught up in the streets, but he definitely seemed like he came from a well-rounded home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so, just keeping it real, but yeah, bro, like you cannot stay right there, bro. Look, a nigga gonna hate you, nigga gonna line you up, set you up, put you in a position where you got to kill them, but they gonna kill you, bro.
Hit that like button like y'all like something.
On the block to get off the block.
And hit a nosedive off that 405 if y'all can.
I
Wack, this
agree
gonna sound
100%.
crazy. I don't want to mean it to sound disrespectful, but I'm peeping the formula that you broke down. Would you say Nipsey, in a sense, was being extorted in a sense, or not really?
Nah, he wasn't being extorted. I don't know. That nigga Charleston White said that, bro. You can't listen to that nigga. That wasn't nobody extorting that nigga. His team wasn't going for that. Who was extorting him?
CRE said you was the
Big
feds.
U that killed him.
He said that's what makes you so powerful.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Big U's a nigga that rides around with no gun on him, wide open.
So I mean,
Nigga, that
so if
wouldn't
you
have
had,
happened.
so
Look,
if you had,
look, whatever amount you gonna extort a nigga for, right?
I love Wack. I love when he say that. Big U, a nigga with no gun, wide open. So why you and 600 didn't go over there and get y'all issue? Why y'all just didn't go over there and get y'all issue? We know why. Instead, y'all went and played police games. Okay. And CEO Reek says he's okay with that.
so like if you had to put it in your words, what would you say?
Wasn't on the app when that narrative was spent. CEO Reek, respectfully, my guy, go around that. Because you really about to piss me off, CEO Reek. Stop doing that, bro. I was around, bro. I was right there, bro. I remember like yesterday, bro, because I was hot as a motherfucker that y'all niggas sit there and did that. So just go around this, CEO Reek. You ain't never owned an ounce of responsibility in that. Y'all really have people in their fucking feelings about that. And then you still hanging on. Oh, I wasn't on the app when that happened. You ain't come out and did you do a room publicly apologizing for that? I didn't see you so upset. Was you upset that they used you like that? Cause I don't remember seeing it. If you did, send me the content. Stand on the media. Cause I don't remember seeing it. I don't want to call you a liar. But who does shit like that? Just go around the CEO, Rick. Please. Just go around it.
Hustle and this shit went crazy.
But Black
Look at it.
Sam,
Rest in peace to Nurse Nikki. Rest in peace.
Sam wasn't saying shit.
But he's speaking now, saying like it had
We
to be.
talking about in 2019, Black Sam wasn't saying nothing.
Smoked Out TV say, this Wack 100. Yeah, not my problem. What another man got going on. Not my problem. What another man got going on. Okay. Sound like Wack. Sound like Wack. Could be. You know, at the end of the day, it really don't matter. It really don't. We despise you niggas. If we want to be frank, we despise you niggas. You know. If we can live in a world where y'all wasn't in it, we would be very happy with that. Y'all not our type of people. You know? So it really don't matter who y'all are. Respectfully. If this is CEO Reek, if this is really Wack, you know, doesn't matter. Pick your poison, you know?
You see 5 niggas flamed up, you be like, blood, what's up? All them niggas.
You don't play with suicide nor do you respect it, but you play with it that day though. CEO Reek, you do know we was there, right? You say you was upset, and I don't remember you expressed any of that. You know, and I ain't talking about fake outrage, CEO Reek. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about no fake outrage. Come on, man. I'm a little smarter than that. I didn't wake up. I was born that night, not last night. I ain't talking about fake outrage. You know, I wanted to feel it. I wanted to feel the apology like I felt those people who really believe that bullshit y'all was spewing. I wanted to feel it like how I was feeling it with them. And I don't remember feeling that. What I do remember feeling was anger and rage. You know? Like why would he go along with something like that? We know Wack a piece of shit. We know that. Why would CEO Reek go along with that? And if you didn't, it's real confusing. The people still believe that, so maybe that's something you need to clean up. Don't you think? Don't you think that's something that you might need to make a little clearer then? Maybe you need to come back to Clubhouse and clean that up. Because majority of the people still feel the same way. So if you did apologize or you didn't do a good job, my guy. Because nobody believes that.
Oh, it's like that. I'll be back. I'm not letting him leave. I know he gonna kill me. That's what he do. Nigga, we finna do this right here. I'm not letting you because obviously you ain't got your shit. And I know if you get to that car or wherever you going, I know as soon as you grip up, I know. Nigga, it's certain niggas, you know that's what they do. They kill niggas. That's it. Certain niggas ain't gonna kill shit. They knock out artists. They want to fight. They fight everybody.
Bingo.
It's gonna pop you, nigga. That's it.
Let's get the popcorn.
This shit ain't, bro. You know how many niggas in jail from 60s, from killing the 60s? This shit has just happened to be Nipsey Hussle. And when it first happened, it was just chatter. Yeah, man, y'all seen the tape, man, they killed Nip. That's it. It wasn't until Draws did that motherfucking march and I had all them niggas meeting right there.
My mind is about to get busy, my guy. I don't think you want to play with the stand on the media family like that.
Well, Wack, the reason I said
yeah, Nurse Nikki passed away, Joe.
Extortion is because how the way you
ain't no extortion, bro.
Yeah, she passed away, man. Rest in peace to Nurse Nikki, man.
His team ain't no bitch ass niggas.
No.
It was confirmed. It was really confirmed, man.
Ain't no nigga extorting me, bro.
Fuck me up too.
Niggas ain't just getting extorted out here, nigga. Them is weak niggas. Ain't no nigga extorting Nipsey Hussle, bro.
The reason
that ain't happening.
I'm phrasing it like that is because how the way you illustrated Nipsey was.
Yeah, he act like we don't remember Phoenix. Why he act like we don't remember? Hey, but you gotta remember though, who was his boss? Who was his boss for a whole 2 years or something like that? The king of spin, man. The king of spin, man.
See the radiator?
You know, we talking about the same nigga who said Deuce Sims and them made up fake paperwork. Wasn't no such thing as no CS2 back. To just bring Greg Cadence to the motherfucking app to admit that there's not only is there a CS2 back in the paperwork, that Cash Jones is CS2 back. And he admits that. And I think he would admit that. Y'all remember the audio. Do I need to go get that audio? I don't know. Y'all let me know if I need to go get that audio. 21 Guns salute. Salute to my guy Valve. Hey bro, I was playing your content. I promise you, bro. I had to throw a audible in here though, man. Valentino, man. Salute to you, bro. Discretion TV. But look, we talking about that guy. That's who his leader was. Like no, I don't want to make it sound like that, but that's who he was working with. That was his leadership at the time. You know, the nigga who would just blatantly lie, just for no reason, just lie. We all heard Greg Cadence. Y'all heard what he said, right? He said, yeah, Wack is CS2 back, and I think he admits that. Ain't that how he said? And I think he admits that. Okay then, so if Wack is CS2 back and Mark Stevens said the person that was caught on wiretap was CS2 was the Wack boy, then what are we talking about? What are we still talking about? I bet you CEO Reek ain't listened to that yet. I bet you he did, but he wouldn't tell us. Hey, CEO Rick, did you go listen to that audio on Scandalous Los Angeles TV? Most Scandalous Los Angeles. He had to keep making YouTubes because he keep putting the truth out here, and the powers that be, they hate. You know what I'm saying, CEO? You know how your boy do. He real devious with it. But you need to go check him out if you haven't. It's Scandalous Los Angeles TV, man. Just in case you ain't caught up on your boy. You want to get caught up on your boy? You want to know exactly what your boy really is? Go check out Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV or Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Audios on both pages. Man, it'll blow your mind, bro. But I have a feeling that you well aware of what I'm talking about.
That man was a
Yeah,
official
you can't do that.
rolling 60s
Yeah, you
member,
can't do that, bro.
active with all of the extras.
Why is Stats 280 speaking on something he knows
Now you
nothing
getting
about?
disrespectful, bro. And listen, this when niggas start to learn that way. Hold on, bro. Wack don't be hating on Nipsey. He just tell his truth. I'm not finna we can't even have a conversation of placing Nipsey Hussle's name on the side of Tekashi 6ix9ine, bro. You can't do that. That's disrespectful, bro. You can't do that.
So what about the whole
Shut that nigga
Biggie
down.
dude hit Nipsey no father in the head with a bat and
That never happened.
Why they can't let Nipsey rest though?
The closest you come to that is Munchie B saying
Cloud chasers.
they ran up in the t-shirt shop and Nipsey
Straight
father
cloud
was in
chasers,
there,
man.
and one of them took off on them while they was snatching t-shirts. You ain't never heard about no Big U hit Nipsey daddy head no motherfucking bat. That's a lie.
Hey,
yeah,
so what about
I
you
don't want you to think
saying
I
that
made
you
it
didn't
up.
tell the world that Big U was trying to extort Nipsey's family?
I've never said that.
Fact.
Hey, Wack, it's the internet guy.
Find it. You find it. You find it. Where I said Big U was trying to extort Nipsey.
His estate.
I will tell you this.
You said you was going his estate.
Sue the estate.
Ain't that the family?
I didn't agree with it because he didn't do it while Nipsey was alive. That's a fact. I put that up on in my social media, the screenshots. That's not extortion. That's called suing.
If these niggas fall for this.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Hey, somebody should go on Clubhouse that's in the chat. They got a Clubhouse account that ain't scared to get on that stage and ask some questions or put them in the chat. Go over there, man, and go on Clubhouse, man, and put it in the chat, man. Some real ass questions that you know he gonna dodge and dance around.
Put the link in the chat. The subtitles say that language, but what you're just saying is exactly what you just said verbatim. Is by way of him
I
trying
know
to
what I
do the
said.
By
content.
any means necessary at the club.
This nigga's just
I
retarded,
ain't
bro.
never
Like
said no
that,
shit like that, bro.
Bro, that's still fraud. Any way you want to say it.
bro. That's
Yo,
not
Stat,
what he
half these
said.
niggas be mad at
English
me.
is
Half these
fraud.
niggas be mad at me
Jason,
because of
that's
what
not what
another
he
nigga
said,
wrote on
though.
clickbait. They blame me for another nigga's clickbait. But don't listen
Yeah,
to it.
Hit
They
that
just
like
read
button
it
like
right.
you like something.
yeah, bro. Like you really should have listened to that because
Man
it
tell you
says
he
that
didn't do it, he
in
still want to
the
argue.
prompt. Yeah, that shit's retarded.
Hey, Lou. I think I'm gonna start opening up my club again, man, and do content from over there. And that way,
But yeah,
those that want to be
the
on Clubhouse,
comparison
but without dealing with the politics of it
yeah, the
all,
comparison
we
with
can vibe
Nipsey
on my
is
space.
broken
And
down
if
because
y'all
kind
build
of
y'all
and
space,
me,
then we
I
just
actually have a
ping
different
pong back and
opinion
forth and build
in
up
the Takashi
both
and
platforms.
Wack
Cause mine
conversation.
already,
My
I used
opinion
to
is
open up rooms in
he
mine all the
may not
time.
be to be that.
Just get out of here, man. They on that disrespectful shit. John has retired. I'm moving on. Breaking. Tom Aspinall announced that John Jones retired. I thought they just said John Jones said he was fighting. They just waiting on Dana White to announce the fight. Damn, man, this shit is like a roller coaster with this John Jones and Tom Aspinall fight. God damn. Anyway, yeah, I think that because I used to open up a club. I used to open up my club all the time, man. We used to really get it popping. I think it's time to crack that bitch on open, man. What's crazy is I haven't opened up a room over in Straight No Chaser. I'm gonna change it to Stand on the Media though. But I haven't opened up a room over there in almost a year. The last time I did was to test my soundboard, and that was it. But I get a lot of I get a lot of subscribers over there on Clubhouse. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, and I don't even open up rooms. Yeah, or Clubhouse, Clubhouse, Lenny. So yeah, I think it's time to crack that bitch right back open, and that way, we can debate in there, and we can stream it to YouTube. We can do our own thing. We can run our own content. We could be talking about CS2 back. We do it in our own way, in our own form. You get me? Yeah, let's do that. If y'all with that, man, y'all let me know, man, in the comment section, man. Hit me on the gram. People that's down, people that want to be with it. And we can really build our community on Clubhouse and do it our way. Many different people had the keys to the room. You know, we gonna run that bitch like a democracy, as it should be, across the board. Same way, you know, I run Stand on the Media, but some of y'all that be in the chat that might want to have, you know, get something off your chest, y'all want to speak on it, you know, don't want to keep typing all the time. We can do it right there, right on stage, stream it to YouTube, you know. And that's another way that I can fulfill one of my promises, and that's giving a voice to the chat. You know, I want to always want to give a voice to the chat, and that's one way we can do it is to do it from Clubhouse and stream it straight to YouTube. So y'all like that idea? Because I've been thinking about doing it, man. Hit me up on here in the chat. Hit me up on Instagram, and we can go from there. We got a lot of people on this live, man, and I appreciate the love. I definitely do. We even had CEO Rick nosedive off that 405 pull up, you know? Or that was Wack, one of the two. But we don't care. Salute to Smoke.tv for that too. Okay. Desperation, almighty suspect. Just looking to see if there's anything to run before I go. Before I get up out of here, Wack, when you're not from Frisco, no. Almighty suspect, nobody cares, man. See, y'all some good trolls. Gotta give it to y'all. That's all right. Yeah, everything ain't trolls, man. Well, depends on who you talking about in the chat, but everything ain't all about trolls and content and narratives. You know what I mean? For a lot of us, this shit is real life. Yeah. A lot of us, our babies, is paying attention to what's going on. There's not enough real leaders. You know? A lot of deception that go on. Yeah. In the words of Deuce Sims and Yael from Damo Keyway Conversations, it's a lot of fake bicking it and fake kicking it that go on in these spaces, man. The Iron Donkey diapers, that's hilarious. The Iron Donkey diapers in the Congo is hilarious. That's funny. We can meet and you can tell me in person how you feel. Okay. Y'all, we ain't gotta get crazy like that, y'all. We ain't gotta get crazy like that. Let's kick back on all that. You know, that's what we don't need. We don't need that. We need to find a way to come together and fix this shit that's going on. But I do understand. Some people ain't with it. Sherm, y'all comedy. Sherm, that's my motherfucking guy, my man, 50 grand. That's my man, 50 grand. Lou from the Lou, that's my man, 50 grand. Steffi Weffy, that's my queen. From in between, Louie, Lenny, my queen, Muddy, in the building. He back on my good side. That's my man, 50 grand. Phoenix family. You know? Carly just met you, but you family. Carly said, what? Why are you so submissive to that man? That's funny. D Twins, my man, 50 grand. That's a fact. Man, the chat is where it's at today, boy. The chat cooking. I hit 1,000 views before it was all said and done. Okay. Like little Thou. ETE, Kid the Barber, my man, 50 grand. Day one, A1, for sure. I see you. Hey, Kid the Barber, we're gonna bring Clubhouse to it, man, but we're gonna stream it on YouTube so we keep it vital and revenue friendly. Them niggas be on Clubhouse doing that shit for free, bro. That shit crazy. Crazy. What they used to call that, the reset? CEO Reek used to be the reset guard. Yeah, that nigga was the reset guard. Just drop a bomb for Reek being the reset guard. You know what I'm saying? For Trolls Nations, remember? He was with Trolls Nation. With that other nigga, then you let Wack manipulate you out of fucking your boy on the deal. Remember? Damn, remember that? I forgot what the other dude name was, but they was cool, and then Wack manipulated the whole play and fucked the nigga out of his main man in the paper, man. That was crazy. Oh, man. Y'all in the chat popping it. Mr. Reset, the reset guard, man. Hey, CEO Reek, give us one of them resets, man. Give us one of them resets in the chat. Give us a reset in the chat, CEO Reek. Do one for your boy, man. Show your boy some love and some support, man. Give us a reset in the chat. It's gonna take you a minute to write it up. You know what I mean? We need a reset in the chat. 6ix9ine started the Trolls Nation. He took it to another level when he came, right? Hey, be good, CEO Reek, man. You know, stay safe. Hopefully, stay sucker free. You know, stay dangerous. My man, 50 grand. Loot from the Lizzo. CEO Reek pulled up today. Okay. Regardless, respect. We're going to take that recording right on over there to Wack, too. Yo, Wack, look what I got for you, Wack. All right, man, we going to get him out of here, man. Hey, CEO Reek, don't leave yet. If you ain't left yet, you got to hear your boy Wack in rare form. Don't leave yet. Listen to this.
But then again, you know how the feds work. We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out. Yeah. We don't care how many book bags you done passed out. What we care about is these wiretaps. We care about these confidential informants, and we care about your actions within the means of the law.
CEO Reek, now what comes to mind when you hear that? Huh? He probably dipped out right after that. Ooh-wee. That audio right there don't age well at all. It's in Reek blood to be a sucker. God damn. Send him out on that note, Drew V. Send him right out on that note, man. Just in case he didn't know. Cause sometimes, nigga be busy. Nigga don't nigga miss shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? So sometimes, you miss shit. So you gotta play it for a nigga, let a nigga know. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. I know he don't. He really don't. He called my chat trolls. He ain't even knowing they dead ass. Man, that nigga crazy. They serious a heart attack around this bitch. Nigga ain't no trolling. They meaning everything they say. But salute the CEO Reek, man. Hope we see you again over here, man. We welcome anybody and everybody except CS Tupac. And I'm gonna just say this, man. There's gonna be a lot of people except outside of the people that I rock with. This ain't for the people I rock with. The people be talking super cocky, super arrogant. No, I don't even care. The content is content. Outside of the people that I rock with, that I like, outside of y'all, not y'all, outside of y'all. The ones that will hear this and steal this audio, that won't give a nigga no nothing. You know, like shout out to Stand Up the Media for posting audio. You know, it is what it is, man. I get a lot of that. You know, outside of the ones that people I rock with. Y'all know y'all good, man. It's all love. But there's those that I don't even be knowing, and I stumble across something, and I'll be like, damn. You wasn't even gonna put me in the description of the video, huh? Okay. Don't worry, I ain't gonna strike you. It ain't my audio to strike you for anyway, but I don't play them games. That's too close to snitching, you know? Yeah, that's tattletale shit. Just, you know, I'm just saying, man, you know, it'd be cool to be put in the description or something. It'd be cool, you know? Because I don't want to be the asshole that put a watermark through a shit. That a couple of people been begging me to do it. I might have to get with my people, man. Because I might need to do that. Because the Stand on the Media brand is not being promoted enough. A lot of people be stealing the nigga lingo, points of views, status, how he my approach to shit. Man, I peep it all, man. They don't say nothing. They don't give me no flowers, no nothing. Shit's crazy. It's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool though. But thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for pulling up, man. We threw an audible out there. That was real good content, by the way. CS Tupac was in rare form. I hope Scandalous Los Angeles TV hears this and can do some damage with it. You know what I'm saying? It's because I ain't rocking 2 watches, Drew V. God damn it. I'm going to have to put the... That's funny. I need to put the 2 watches on. What the fuck am I doing, man? You know, because we all know now. Shit been a little quiet over there, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't heard no jumper incident conversation. I ain't heard nothing about Mars. I ain't heard nothing about nothing. Have y'all been hearing any justice for Morse? When the last time y'all heard justice for Morse? Have y'all heard anything about Morse in a while? God damn, what happened to the GoFundMe? We all know now. I told y'all that nigga was lying. I told y'all he was playing in y'all face. I told y'all. Dude Sims told y'all. Scandalous told y'all. We showed y'all. We ain't even tell y'all we showed y'all. He lied to them people right in their face where he got that audio from. Why would he do that? See, what happened towards the end, I had called it. He had revved up the hate towards Wack to an all-time high. And what I think happened was Wack cut his fucking water off. And then Wack lined him up by telling him that when he went to Wack and was like, man, they pressuring me about where I got that audio of Dale and Loose Cannon on it. They putting that pressure on me. They like where I get the audio. Even my own people now asking. So Wack lined his ass up and told him, oh, tell him you got it off the Loose Cannon page. And how I know he lined him on purpose, because Wack know for a fact that audio was not the original audio. He knows that audio was edited. And he was the only one with the actual real audio. He was the only one with it. And lined him up. But it's his fault because he should have checked to make sure that the audio's aligned any fucking way. Like, why you didn't make sure that the audio's aligned, my guy? Salute to IBM Hoodlum. Let me get the proper credit, because he the one who first peeped it. He the one who brought it to the table. He the one who discovered that the audios was altered. So I can't take all the credit for that. Salute to him. Salute to IBM Hoodlum for that, man. Real talk. And one more clues bomb for that. Yeah. Pork butt. Yeah. Audio was edited like a motherfucker. He ain't do his due diligence. Then went out there and was talking. Y'all remember how he was talking? I'm gonna let y'all go. But you reminded me about that dude. Remember how he was talking? I got that audio off a loose cannon page, dickhead. Yeah, dickhead. I got that audio from loose cannon page, dickhead. The whole time, nigga. The whole fucking time. Wack lined your dumb ass up. That's what you get for playing in them people's face, acting like you really was for Wack. The whole time, Wack feeding this nigga information, man. Crazy, homie. These people don't give a fuck. This shit just content and revenue to them. Straight up. And storylines. So when he realized that, it was all the gloves off, nigga. He went super hard in the paint for a minute and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Wack fed him the Reggie little content shit, but nigga, that was already out there. And Reggie, once Reggie caught wind of what was said, he knew exactly where that was coming from, man. He knew exactly where that was coming from. You. Yeah. Wack cut that boy water off and left him over there on the island to figure it out. That is a fact. What happened to the Turtle? Has Turtle called in? Anybody know if Turtle called in yet? Again? And then the last thing I remember is he called in with a guy to pretend like that was really Marciano. These people don't even, they still don't get it. The ones that's over there, they still don't even see it. This shit wild, bro. This be the shit, Steffi, that me and you be talking about. See, this be the shit that make a nigga when I want to do this. This the shit that be making I struggle with wanting to continue to do this. Because of fuck people like him. And fuck people in this space like them. Playing off the people. Anyway, this is Pay It Forward Monday. Enough of that crap. It's Pay It Forward Monday. All I ask is for y'all to do an act of kindness, man, from the bottom of your heart. Not because you have to, because you want to. It doesn't have to be money necessarily. Somebody might need their grass cut, car wash, groceries, anything, man. Go surprise somebody, man, with some love, man. That right there, man, make somebody's day. Make somebody's day, man. Somebody might really be going through something. A good compliment, get them through their day. A hug, anything, man. If you want to spend a little cash, man, it makes it easier to get shit, to get shit that people need. Man, whatever it is, pay a bill, whatever. Just pay it forward. Buy someone lunch, coffee, ice cream. It doesn't matter. Just an act of kindness, man, because you can, not because you want to. Not because you have to, but because you can. You know what I mean? Show a real act of kindness. Anybody that want to donate or dedicate anything to my channel, do me a favor, take that and pay it forward to someone else that really needs it. I appreciate that, man. And that'll just be our little secret. You ain't got to tell me about it. Just go bless somebody, man. You bless somebody, God will bless you. Remember that. Don't let these devils make you believe anything outside of that, man. Real shit. Bless someone else, you will be blessed, man. God look out for those that look out for him. Remember that. Look out for your people, just like God looks out for you, straight up. We're going to get up out of here, man. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. You know that. I love everybody, man, that rocks on my channel, man, from the bottom of my heart. The whole Stand On It Media family, man. This was a real good one. Hey, Lou, I had those 2 watches on. I'll be on Demon Time. Next time I'll go live. 2 watches on, big chain, glasses on, hat that my head too big for. No matter what size that motherfucker is, nigga, I'm gonna be ready because we all know now. We all know I can rock this shit dolo. Y'all know I rock this shit dolo. One of his people in here right now, they can't wait to go run back and record this and send it to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, send it to him. I don't give a fuck. We out. Stand on the media. Let's get it. Bruh. 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 We are winning. Winning. And they don't like it. We're winning. Oh, they don't like it. Oh, they hate it. Oh, they hate it. We're winning.